I'm gonna also talk about the hijacking on Northwoods knives.
Oh.
There was a release of Heritage Jack.
Mm-hmm.
125 or like $130 for the standard, and then they had a Mammoth one for like 225. It's already on eBay for 600.
Shocker.
What?
Oh yeah.
600.
Yeah, Northwoods knives, man.
Shocker.
You think Spyderco releases are a gouge, dude? Northwoods knife, my God.
Yeah, but $600?
600
Come on.
Get a custom slippy for that.
Dude, look, I find that funny because like 2 years ago, you could look on eBay and current drops that people were just putting on eBay were only like $300.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, well, if you get the standard one, like the I saw a burlap micarta one on there for $300. But the Mammoth one, which is the most desirable one, is $600.
$600 freaking dollars. That's crazy.
And it sucks because, you know, some of us like are enthusiasts and we want the knife to have it, and these fucking idiots get on there and just buy them up, and just for the resale purpose of it, fuck one of us.
Yep.
Well, you know, dude, that's kind of pisses me off about some of the Spydercos too, which I've kind of moved past all that now. But, you know, a year ago when I was still kind of collecting Spydercos and into the exclusives, that shit happened every time.
Oh, yeah.
It pissed me off so bad, dude. I knew one guy would use 25 different addresses to order, you know, all these different knives because it's 2 per household. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
Pisses me off.
His dog would order one, his mom, his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's the game.
Fucking sucks.
All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get started here. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Sharp Talk Podcast. I'm Tom, a.k.a. Tom Hosting Outdoors on YouTube and Instagram. I'm joined by my co-host.
And Alex from Alex's Knife Box on... I thought that'd be fun.
There you go.
Never mind.
Go for it. Go for it.
Go. And I'm Alex from Alex's Knife Box on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram under Alex_Knife Box. Box.
I like the echo.
That was great.
G, you gonna plug yourself here, or you want me to do it for you?
No, go ahead, buddy.
No. Come on, G. Join on. Let's go.
Do it, G.
I'm Gerald from Outpost 76, and check out my channel.
Outpost 76 on YouTube
See, that was
and
great,
Instagram.
buddy.
And I know Lee will plug himself. You go for it, Lee.
And I am BamaKnifeGuy from the BamaKnifeGuy YouTube channel and BamaKnifeGuy on Instagram.
He is
one of Alex's favorite people.
He is our special guest today.
He is the SOCOM destroyer.
Oh boy!
You know, actually, I'm
we
not.
got some monkey shoulder today. We're gonna be drinking. Let's roll.
What is everybody carrying today?
My bowl.
I've got courtesy of Bama Knife Life, my Apurvis Primordial MK2 in marbled carbon fiber.
That's a nice knife, actually.
I really like it. And then in my left-hand pocket, Sleesh Bowie.
Nice.
Very nice. Who's next?
I'll go next. Nothing impressive today, but my next review piece, the Mass Drop Perpetua from ages ago in Nitro V steel. And I put a 15-degree KME shiny edge on it. And this one does have the V2 scales, which were provided free of charge for Millet, which gives you a little more access to that little thumb stud right there, which was one of the main problems. And I upgraded to their titanium clip and did a little bit of tuning. And Phonetic Edge did a little bit of heavier stone washing for me, so that was kind of nice of them. And yeah, that's what I got.
That's a great looking little knife.
Looks good.
Yeah, it cuts like a fucking laser.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you got, Joe?
Hey.
Well, we covering work or after work today?
Yes.
Which one?
That's a good answer, Tom. I like that answer. The answer is yes.
All right. At work, I had the Hogue 01, the Perpetua.
Nice.
Wait. Go back. What?
The Perpetua.
Wait. Is that a mass drop Perpetua? Hey, wait. So hold yours up real quick. I want you guys to look at Gerald's. So show the scale where the thumb area is.
What about it?
So is yours the V2 or the V1?
No, it's got to be the second version.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
The cut on both sides.
Because this was a V1, and it was terrible with that thumb stuff. So, and then you know how I got these scales is because I posted a picture of it on Millet, and I had Phonetic Edge dye the scale and do a cutout right here. And so what he did is he opened up the thumb hole area for me, but then after that he did the dye job on it, and then the heat made the plastic kind of contract and split right in that area. So Millet actually reached out to me when they saw the picture, and they said, "Hey man, you want a set of scales?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." So they were really cool. They sent me a set of scales for free, and a whole new lock bar hardware, like a whole care package for this knife, which was really nice of them. They didn't have to do that. I would have bought it all.
Was the green available for the first run or just after that? Because mine's green.
I don't ever remember them being green at all, actually.
Yeah, if you look on there now, you had a choice between gray or green.
Really? Because green's my favorite color. It's the color of money. That's cool. I'm probably gonna dye mine, I think, but yeah, that's sweet. Your camera is unfortunately not good enough for me to really tell what the green is, but I'm sure it looks really good.
Dude, all the lighting in my house sucks.
So
I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's kind of like you know the color of the Spyderco Brower, that green.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's pretty close to that.
Yeah. How do you like the performance of it?
Well, I mean, since we're gonna go ahead and spoil the new stuff, a guy on Instagram, G That Sharp, sent me this and the 3V Mini Hunter, and I haven't got to test it yet. I've just been using it for a few days. So far, it's been fine.
Yeah. I mean, mine's cutting really nice because of the edge on it, but before that it seemed to hold up pretty good too, but I haven't put any hard use on it. I'm just cutting general shit around the office and stuff like that.
Right.
So, but it seems
I think I'm
gonna go really well.
Since I'm off tomorrow, I think I'm going to go ahead and test it, put a new edge on it, and then start carrying that.
And it strops back really nice too.
Yeah, I've never tried Nitro V. I'd be interested to give that stuff a shot. It's like Sandvik stuff, pretty much, right?
I think
Pretty
it's
similar.
It's pretty good stuff. I mean, I don't remember who makes it. I think it's New Jersey Steel Baron that makes Nitro V, if I remember right. But
I have no experience with it either.
I don't think it's super tough. I think it gets a really keen, fine edge.
Yeah.
It polishes up nicely.
What's it similar to chemically?
I thought it was something
Chemically, I'm
similar
not
to like
sure.
14C28N or 12C27. I thought it was kind of like that.
I think it's better than that.
Oh yeah,
but
it's better than those, but chemically it's similar, I think.
yeah, it's probably right in that area. But it's a nitrogen-based steel, rust-proof, and
Yeah.
corrosion resistant.
Yes, sir.
So
What'd you carry after work, G?
I actually switched one of them recently. I still have the Bug Out and the ZDP Delica, but I actually took the M4 Manix today.
Sweet, man. I love the Manix too. That was my most carried knife of 2019.
The Rex 45 version's coming out.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, I only want the lightweight one.
Did they do the burnt orange on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Comes in a lightweight and G10.
We'll talk about that when we get to the reveal 4.
I just got a bug out recently too. I've carried a couple of bug outs, but none that were mine, and I just got one recently that I won in a raffle for $9, which I love.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, dude, I've won so many raffles lately. I've won several Fellholter Type Bolt pins and I
Damn.
was just getting in the raffles on the minis for like $9 to $11, and the mini would carry me all the way through to the win.
That's
It was
awesome.
cool. Yeah, no,
It must be rigged because you win like everything.
Between him and
Just got good
BJ,
luck,
bro.
man.
You really win everything. It's nuts.
Him and BJ win
Dude, I know.
everything.
I just have good luck, man. But you got to pay to play, dude. I enter a ton of raffles and lose a ton of raffles. So if you don't believe me, my wife's in the next room. She'll gladly smack me for it. So if you need proof, yeah, she gets pretty irritated. But when I do win, it's pretty sweet. So.
All right, I guess the only thing I carried today was the reground Maximate Native. Been waiting on this one for a couple months, and it finally came in with a bunch of other stuff from Brian. This one got thinned out from about 20 thousandths all the way down to at 14 degrees per side. It's at 10 thousandths behind the edge right now. We were gonna go a little bit thinner, but Brian has broken calipers right now, so he had no idea. So he was just going off a feel.
You got some new ones.
Did he finally get some new ones?
Yeah.
That's good.
Who did the reground?
And you need to hurry up and test that stuff because he's gonna redo my Pilar as soon as you're done.
Brian from Transparent Knives.
Ah, yeah, I like his stuff,
Yeah,
man.
he's killing it right now.
He's doing some really cool reblades on 940s that I really like.
Did you see all the blades I'm testing for him?
Is that? Yeah, I think that was your picture where I
Yeah.
saw like just a ton of blades. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I have 10 reblades right now that I'm testing. I got through 3 the other day in about 3 hours, and I couldn't do it anymore. I'm like, all right, I'm done for today. That's a lot of sharpening and a lot of testing.
Are you just throwing them on your 940 and using them?
I have his 940-2,
Got it.
and I mean, none of them are really made to fit perfectly right now. They're not really made to be working protos.
Right.
So I'm throwing them on without any washers and just cranking the pivot down, and they're like a little fixed blade.
Little fixed blade. Yeah,
Yep.
that's cool.
But yeah, it's been fun. I've tested 3 so far. 2 did kind of what you'd expected, and the other one was a little surprising. But I'm saving that for the video. I haven't even told
Bama
Brian.
Knife.
I haven't even told Brian the results yet.
Bama Knife wife just walked in here because she heard me talking about new acquisitions and things I was carrying, and she brought me her Spyderco Chaparral right here. I got this one for her. She saw it at Blade Show 2019 and wanted one. It's a little carbon fiber CTS XHP
Yeah.
Chaparral. She brought me this one in here. That's what she's carrying today.
Very
It
nice.
doesn't really get better than the Chaparral for a compact knife like that. I mean,
It's super thin.
yeah, they're freaking awesome. I had one for a while, and they're so easy to carry and lightweight and sharp and good steel. You know, fair price.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
And when you choke up on that 50/50 choil, I mean, it's a 4-finger knife. It's I dig it. She really likes it. She one of the ladies that works for Eric Glesser had one at Blade Show, and Kelly was able to handle it, and she really liked it a lot. That and the mini goblin that Bill Koenig is so nice to run me. He's going to run me off one for her when he does another run of mini goblins. That aqua teal or whatever it is.
Sweet.
Some material that he gets from Russia that's hard to get. So next time he does a run of goblins, he's going to run her one specific. So that's pretty cool.
I can find you that stuff today, man.
Yeah, I know, dude. That's what I was thinking. I actually talked to a couple other people. They said that material's not as hard to find as he claims, but
It's not hard at all, man. If you ever want some hard to find material, you always hit me up, man. I even got discontinued fat carbon and all kinds of stuff. And
really,
I got some connects in. I got some connects in Russia, bro.
Yeah, you sure do.
Yeah, they're starting to know me out there, man.
Yeah, Vladimir Putin and him hang out and flip Benchmade together.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You don't want to
Both
mess
of
with
them
that guy.
shirtless.
Vladimir is
shirtless.
serious business, man. That guy used to be KGB.
Are you the one that dropped off that bear wolf thing in my backyard? You and Vlad got done riding it around. You just dropped it off.
Yeah, we took the muzzle off and we just let it loose, man.
Did you send him over here to get Mark's knives? Is that what that is? Little scare tactics.
Yes.
So yeah, I've got a line on a mini goblin right now for super cheap. If you can find some of that material, I may just go that route because she really wants that material on it.
I'll send you the link to my guy.
That'd be awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll send it via Instagram.
Cool.
All right. Anybody got anything new?
Yes.
Uh-oh. What you got?
I'll let you guys go first. Go. I always rattle on forever, so you guys can go first.
I got a couple laying here. Who wants to go first? You go, Tom.
I just got the Maximate Native, and I got those 10 940 reblades in. That's all I got new.
I got a couple laying here. I got the black on black Purvis Zerks.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's a cool thing.
Yeah, dude. I actually got this one from Spirited Whiskey. Ryan, we did a
my boy,
trade
Spirited
deal.
Whiskey. I love that guy.
Awesome.
Big shout out to Spirited Whiskey. He's the man.
Do you guys know? Did they only do 240 of each of them or something? It's numbered 196 of 240.
I have no idea.
Me either. But I like the knife.
Would know.
It's nice. It's all black except for the pivot collar. The pivot collar has this bronze ring around it there. It looks pretty nice. I like this one. I've got that one. I've got the new Benchmade bug out that I got, which is nothing nobody's ever seen. My drop thresher, also from Spirited Whiskey.
Nice.
This one, EDC Michigan did all the work on it, all the anodization and all the work that was done to it came from EDC Michigan. Got a TRM Neutron.
Sweet.
Very cool.
Black Micarta, which this one I just sold about 10 minutes ago to Peter, a Therapeutic Edge, because he's been really wanting one, and I'm in love with it, but it's just kind of plain Jane. And I don't know, I'm super impressed by the performance, but just not by the knife itself, so I sold it to him. So this one will be getting shipped out tomorrow. And then one of the knives that I showed you at the beginning, my Primordial MK2. And I think that's pretty much it for new acquisitions. Except my Microtech Stitch, but that's been a minute since I got that.
Those are sweet.
Yeah, it is monstrous.
Yeah, it's
Such a big knife. Way bigger than I thought it was going to be. This one was actually gifted to me by Scott, Big Boar.
Nice.
He's dude, he's an awesome guy, man. I have to be careful with what I say to him, because if I say that I like something or I thought it was cool, he'll buy one and send it to my house. So I got to be careful with that. Oh, and I got a Bento Box Shop DLC coated PM2.
Nice.
And the M390. Yeah, that's pretty much all of my new acquisitions, I think. It's been kind of no knives for a while, and then all at once I got like 10 new knives.
Yeah, I feel like that's the way it's going to go for me here soon.
Just happens.
Anything new, G?
Yeah, I got that Perpetua, that Pendleton Mini Hunter in 3V.
Yep.
I already tested that. And I traded for that little native.
What's your impressions on that little native?
It's got no jimping on it, just about, which is awesome. It is like a fatter chaparral, pretty much, with a little bit shorter blade.
Cool.
Did you say the little native?
Yeah. Yeah, the tiny one.
Yeah, I like those. I don't know if you guys remember probably a year ago when I had that gigantic hole in the side of my hand that I posted on Instagram. That was from a little native. Smallest knife I owned, and it put a gigantic hole in my hand that required several stitches.
Speaking of that, did you see Christie's hole that he put in his hand the other day?
Yeah, that he sewed up himself like some kind of G.I. Joe.
What in the hell?
You weirdo. What are you doing?
Sewed it up by himself with one hand.
freaking crazy. What is he, Bruce Willis? This is not Die Hard.
I was like,
emergency facilities.
dude, what a tough guy to be able to fucking do that. If your hands split open like a full inch and a half of just meat hanging out, and he just stitches it up with one hand.
I'll tell you this: if Michael Christie didn't have an Instagram account, he would not have done that. He did that literally just to be a badass in public. If social media didn't exist, he would have went to the hospital like everyone else.
Yes.
You only do something like that and then post the pictures just so you can be like, yeah, I'm that guy.
I know Steve hates Christie, but I like the guy.
I don't hate Christie. Me and Christie recently have gotten along really good and talked some, but there was one point where he was kind of a dick to me on messages, and it may have just been because he was in a hurry. I was asking him about sharpening. It was right when I was getting into freehand, and he was just really short and kind of blew me off. And I was going to do sharpening with some people, and he said, what would be a good price to charge for somebody just starting out? And he said, well, you don't have the name that I do, so you're not going to be able to charge what I charge.
Yeah.
You don't know who I am. How do you know I don't have the name you have? And that was one of the rude things that kind of pissed me off. But recently we've been cool.
See, I feel like that's his personality. He's got a little bit of an ego to him. It's one of those things that it either rubs you kind of like Steve. It either rubs you the wrong way or you like the guy.
Do you know who I am?
That was what was crazy too, because me and Steve hit it off immediately, and he's a major dick, and we're best friends.
Yeah,
but kind of put myself on check on that and be like, that it didn't make me as mad as I thought it did at the time.
He's got one of those. Both of them have polarizing personalities.
Oh, for sure.
All right, Alex, let's hear about what you got new.
Settle in.
So, shit. Okay, so I'm getting my, it's not new, but it's going to be new again, is my Andrew Demko 8015. I bought some carbon fiber in Russia and had it shipped to Andrew Demko. And I had the back lock sculpted and the whole frame anodized blue. So it's going to have blue carbon plate, carbon fiber, with a rock pattern rock pattern scorpion lock. And so that's one thing new.
Is that one you posted that picture of on our group?
Yeah.
Dude, that thing is sick.
Yeah, that was badass.
Crazy sick.
Yeah, it just landed in Los Angeles shipping center. So should have it Monday.
Yeah. Tuesday or Monday?
Probably Monday.
There's been a lot of talk about the MLK. Everything's going to be postponed. Everybody's waiting on shit. But then FedEx said they're still delivering, so I don't know who it's coming from. But
yeah, I'm probably not supposed to say this, but I got early access to a 520 from CKF, so I got it in the mail.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So I got one of those. I had a JD Vandeventer EDC bolster lock that I had redone, and it's in the mail right now on its way from South Africa. So that should be pretty cool. I also picked up a kind of like a little, I don't know. Have you guys seen those folding pocket rhinos?
Mm-hmm.
So I picked up a titanium pocket rhino just because it was kind of a interesting knife that I could make a fun video of.
Yeah.
It's a little tiny pry bar looking thing that can open beer bottles too.
I don't think I've seen that. It's like a pry bar knife.
I just call it a pry bar, but it's got like a little chisel tip, kind of like a Kiradashi.
There's a guy that it's Peach Smith Designs. I don't know if you've seen them on Instagram. I think one of my buddies, Corey Glasser, is friends with this guy, and he makes little pry bar, nice little friction folders that fold out. Those are super cool.
Yeah. It's literally something you stick in your coin pocket. It's kind of cool. He made two options. There's one in S35VN with titanium, and then there's one in G10 and D2. And I wanted the G10 and D2, but the only one they had left was orange, and that's not my color. So I ended up going with a gold S35VN titanium one.
How do blade steels do as prying tools? Do they do pretty good with that?
Depends on the toughness, I guess, but it's so short. I don't even see why it would even have any issues, but we'll see.
Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't seen one. I have to check it out.
Yeah, I haven't held one in person, so that should be pretty interesting. But again, it's like more like of a novelty to like make a YouTube video of.
Right.
And so we'll see if I like it. If not, I'll just flip it for cheap.
There you go.
And then I bought a French custom knife, a front flipper. This guy was trained under the same training as Philippe Georget. His name is Romain Bignon. And interesting looking knife. That's all I'm going to say. I guess I posted a picture of it on my IG. It's got some orange and black G10, or I'm sorry, micarta handles on it. Looks pretty interesting. So, but it's supposed to be a phenomenal thing. So I thought I'd give my countrymen a try and see how they're doing.
You say it was French made?
Yeah, it's a French custom knife maker. I reached out to him, but I guess he's already like got his books full, but he sells on this website that's kind of up and coming from Germany. It's called Tools for Gents.
Yeah.
And BJ Knives on Instagram is the one that turned me on to the maker and the website, actually. So big shout out to him. He wanted me to bring that knife up on one of the episodes to talk as a knife to talk about. But I think we'll save that for when I actually get the knife. And this way I'll have more to say about it.
Yeah, good point. That way you can get it in hand and be accurate.
Right. See if I like it or not. So,
hey, speaking of the French deal, remind me once we get to this portion. French made me think of whatever, but there was an Italian maker I was looking at recently, and I don't know anything about them. I think it's MKM. You know who I'm talking about? It's like Maniago or something like that. Knives.
The MKM, like the production
Yeah,
knife?
production.
Yeah, dude, they're I think it's the same, similar to like Fox knives, if I remember right.
Okay, yeah,
But
I didn't really know a whole lot about them. I've seen them around, and then recently I've started looking at them, and I was thinking about maybe picking one up, so I wanted to talk about that on here if we can.
Yeah, sure. They're
cool.
I mean, I don't know much, but I hear it's the same factory as Fox.
Cool.
So, you know, I know how you guys feel about the Italian M390, and that's most of what that is.
Like a lion steel type thing.
Yeah, they're all in the city.
Yeah. Gerald, yeah. See, I trust Gerald if he goes, yeah. I'm like, well, maybe not.
I mean, you could give it a try. Who knows, man? You know?
Yeah. Well, and with what I do with my knives, I mean, and I sharpen, and you know, when a knife goes dull, I sharpen it. I don't really get too hung up into the, you know, this knife didn't last as long as my usual knives, because I sharpen most every knife the moment that it won't shave hair anymore anyway, because I'm just finicky like that. So, I mean, it doesn't really affect me as much as it does some other guys, because I sharpen almost every night. So, just something I enjoy.
Well said, actually.
Thanks.
All right, boys.
G got up and left on that one. He was
He's like, this douchebag in his M390.
Bama who? I'm out of here.
All right, so are we going to talk about some new knives that are being released?
Sure. I have a few to talk about if you want to.
Okay, yeah, let's start with that, and then we'll talk about the new releases.
Okay. So the first one I want to talk about is the Justin Lundquist. It's that new knife that he's making with Wii.
Yes.
The front flipper. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yep.
I think it's the Black Void Opus or something like that.
Yep.
There we go.
Super dope.
So that is a very nice Wii knife. Very, very interesting to me. And then if you look on the flip side of it, the way even the pocket clip is actually like centered, like dead center in the middle of the scale. It's just really like, it's symmetrical. It's really pleasing to my eye.
Yes.
So it looks like a concept car to me, and I'm really impressed with that. That might be a Wii knife I might actually buy.
That's a great
like
looking
it.
knife.
What's the blade steel?
Most likely M390 with him.
I like the way
Most
that
of
looks.
his Lundquist's stuff is M390 most of the time, but I'm really digging it. As a matter of fact, there's a video, Tom. Let's watch.
Heck yeah.
True, I forgot.
Action, baby. Action, baby.
So
It's
it's
a great
gonna
looking
be
knife.
a frame lock. I mean, not a frame lock, liner lock. And again, what a really sweet design.
It's an open
one of the coolest
construction,
things
isn't
I've
it?
seen. But it's gonna be really small.
It's open construction. Is that a front flipper?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a front flipper.
I like that.
20 CV.
Yep. There
I
we
like
go.
the way the scale kind of trails down to a point at the end. I dig that.
Price and release date are to be determined.
That knife's probably gonna be a couple $100.
I say 250.
I would think
300
so.
maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe 259, something like that.
But
God, it's so
very
good looking.
very nice little knife. Very impressed with the lines of it. Yeah, that's probably my favorite thing that Justin Lundquist has designed yet.
You know what kills me? My OCD is getting me here. I wish he would have extended that swedge all the way back to meet the line in the handle.
Yeah,
That would have been
I
really
agree
cool.
too.
I guess, but no, actually, I like the way that looks. I mean, it still flows. It's
Oh, yeah.
just, it's, yeah. I mean, and at this angle, you can't. It looks like it doesn't even have, much of a swedge up at the top on that one. It looks
Mm-mm.
like flats.
Oh, it's just on one
really-
side.
Yeah,
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's
But-
even cooler.
but
though.
these are
That's
just
that's really
prototypes,
original.
anyways. So who knows?
It's like 2.8 inches. I wish it was a hair longer. I usually like 3 or better, but
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning. It's small. It's a small
oh yeah,
one.
okay. So,
But-
sorry, I was reading.
But it's I mean I really dig it. I like all the like the way the pocket clip is centered, the way that rear that barrel spacer in the back is kind of dead center. Like everything about the design is really quite interesting.
It's chisel ground.
Is it?
Yeah, that's why it's only one side. I'm reading about it here. Yeah, it says
Oh.
that it's chisel ground. The chisel ground was almost like creating a void space as well because there's no grind on the front, he says.
Well, there goes his sales.
I'm a little less interested now.
I
Yeah.
actually don't mind chisel ground knives at all.
I mean, it looks
I
clean.
don't either.
I think it's cool, but I know a lot of people are gonna fucking go nuts about that.
Yeah, a lot of people do, but I dig it, man. I like it. Anything that makes a knife a little bit different than the everyday knife, I like. And that's just me. I like to have those little finicky, weird things that are not something you see every day. That's what draws me toward knives most of the time.
That's
So,
why it looks so clean from the show side. That makes sense now.
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
end,
a lack of visible hardware on the show side completes the knife's void-inspired minimalist look as well.
Yeah. He
I
did a
dig
great
it.
job
Apparently
designing it.
Apparently, he's got another one coming out, the OSS Dagger,
You mean
which
this?
is a tiny little guy, 2.13 inches.
well, he
Yeah,
always
that's the
does
one.
tiny stuff. It's like that mini Barlow that
Mhm.
he came out with for a little while ago. That was this overpriced little tiny flipper.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's
That looks
really
kinda
cool.
neat, though. It
And
almost looks like a cross guard or something with that, mimics the other side of the flipper tab. I like that.
yeah,
That's neat.
It's a cool looking little dagger.
Where are you on small knives, Alex? You like smaller knives or you a bigger knife guy?
I like small knives. I mean, shit. This right here is a tiny little knife. This is something I carry every once in a while. The mini.
What is that? Sabenza?
It's a mini in Kosei.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know they had a mini in Cosi. That's cool.
Yeah, it's
That
a
one's
small
real
one.
small.
I dig it.
That's a 2 3/4 inch blade.
Yeah, it's tiny.
I think this is the smallest one I have. The Rhino, Spyderco Rhino.
That's a cool knife too.
I
Got
dig this
a nice
one.
handle
I
on it.
put a Benchmade bug out clip on it.
Nice.
It's a neat little knife. I like it.
What we
It
got
almost
next,
looks
Alex?
like they're Chinook.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, favors that same blade shape. I almost bought a Chinook 4 the other day.
All right. Next knife is something I'm a huge fan of. I think this knife is freaking, it's genius. Marketing wise, it's fucking genius. I want one bad.
Bold statement, sir.
So let's go to Jadratis Knives.
How do I spell that?
GEDRAITIS Knives. So he has come out with no. You got to go on Instagram. I don't think it'll be on any of those sites. So
Oh, yep.
there you go. So I think this is genius. It's a hidden bolster lock, switchblade Swiss Army knife, and it's got a toothpick in it in the back, and it's got tweezers. And
I think I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. You guys discuss this.
They give it. He kind of like squeezes it and it pops out or something.
Yeah, it's got a little hidden bolster lock, kind of like the Valatone knives.
How does it operate?
So you put your hand on one side of the bolster, and you just kind of flip it upwards, and it releases the spring, and the knife blade flies right out.
So what is it kind of like? Just kind of rotate sideways?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've seen those on the Valentines, where they do those conversions on them.
Yep, exactly like one of those. Except I think the whole scale does it. Price point on these start at, for a basic one like the ones we're looking at, starts at about $750. So it's a lot of money. But the cool factor, especially for people like me that are all about nostalgia, this is super cool. As far as spending $750, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
That's pretty up there, man. But I think the collectability on those is probably going to be pretty high too, especially if it's limited.
Oh yeah, he's only like releasing 3 pieces at a time, and he did one which obviously we don't have Tom here, but there's one down below that has Damas steel blade and Westinghouse micarta on it.
Oh yeah,
there it is, dude. That thing is wow.
I like that. I like that.
I mean, that is sick.
What's the price tag on that one?
It's going to be an auction piece, so who knows? Guaranteed it's going to go for here. If you go on the video, Tom, he'll show
$1,600.
There you go.
That's the current bid, or did they win?
That's what it went for.
Boy, that's up there.
But you know, it's Westinghouse, Damas steel. It's like a one-off piece, you know. And some collectors just gonna go buck wild and say, "I gotta have it." But if you look at the liners, everything's so smooth. Like there is no way that anybody would ever really know that that thing is a switchblade. You know, like you could have that. And then, and it's a good size. It's not like a little tiny cadet. It's like a good full-size Swiss Army knife. And you see, he rotates the bolster right there. Just pops right out.
It's kind of about the same size as one of like the small chamois.
Yeah.
Or shape and size, you know.
And it's a locking knife too. It's a liner lock, so it's not a slip joint. You know, it's a full-on functional pocket knife locking.
Yeah, I could definitely see the price tag doing pretty good right there for the limited availability and what you're getting is something so original. I mean, I think you'll definitely see those go pretty fast.
Oh yeah. I've talked to Chuck a little bit about him, and yeah, he's just releasing just a few at a time. There you can see the springs and everything, the internal guts of it.
So cool.
That's cool.
I thought this was genius. I mean, marketing genius, especially for guys like me that are all about the old school nostalgic stuff. Like, I mean, I eat this stuff up.
What about the stag? That'll be badass.
It will be.
Oh,
definitely.
that is cool.
So
damn.
Apparently, the rest of his stuff goes for a lot of money as well.
yeah, he's a pretty well-known custom knife maker. I mean, there's no doubt about that. He's been in the game for a long time and makes some very nice collectible stuff.
He's got some nice 3-inch slippies with hollow grinds. One's a Bowie knife, and they're $600. I mean, they're really nice.
Yeah, he's a premium knife maker for sure.
Yeah.
So we're gonna stay on or actually we can go on Blade HQ. I think there's Blade HQ for the next one. What do you think, Gerald? What's your comment on that Swiss Army Switchblade?
It's definitely different. It's kind of cool, but it's a little expensive.
That's a lot of money.
It's extremely expensive. That's a collector's thing. It's not like practical freaking way whatsoever. Put the paw claw automatic.
Okay, you're gonna have to spell that for me.
PAW space CLAW. There you go.
Paw
The
claw.
D-Rocket design. Click on any of it. There you go.
Huh.
So this is pretty cool. D-Rocket, it's a collaboration with another custom knife maker though. D-Rocket has manufactured these. I can't remember who the other guy is that designed that kind of top switchblade release. So it's a little 2-inch switchblade, questionably carryable in California.
Yeah.
Maybe if you like break the tip off, you'll get right there.
Yeah. A potato is questionably carryable in California.
But
grab a cell phone charger.
But I love that top release, man. That's so cool.
So that's your release for the auto.
Yeah. It's like a little lever. You just basically pull that little lever back, and then the blade flies out.
I'm not sure if I like that.
I think it's cool.
From a use standpoint, I think that would put my thumb right there.
It's a thumb ramp.
Maybe for baby. Listen, I got small thumbs, but that's a small thumb ramp for me even.
Oh, see, I didn't bring it up today. You brought it up yourself.
Yep.
I was wondering if we were going to get through.
Listen, I got people saying that in almost every Instagram post I make, that I got hashtag Tiny Hands Tom.
I keep forgetting every time I comment on one of your things. Like, I forget to put that in there, but I'm definitely going to have to try to remember.
Then you click on the hashtag and there's like 50 plus posts.
Oh God, there's got to be more than that now. I'm not the only one doing it.
Hey, speaking of the little contest you guys did, I felt like it was kind of a little bit unfair with the Tiny Hands Tom and the bridge troll thing, because if you do hashtag bridge troll, you also get like 1,000 other results from different unrelated things.
True.
So I was like, man, we should have done bridge troll G or bridge troll Gerald. That way it's a little more fair, because I couldn't sift through them to see who was in the lead.
I just figured I lost. I just had to assume that I lost, so I took the L on that.
Tom
lost. Take the L.
Yeah.
You just have to take the L sometimes, Tom. That's just how life works.
Just had to roll with it.
Well, Gerald is a pretty prominent public figure.
That is true.
How so?
Flip the other side. Does this thing have a pocket clip? Or I don't think so. Nope.
No.
It's out for me then.
Well, it's a coin pocket knife.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Look, what is it open, like 4 1/4 inches, maybe?
4.8.
Yep.
That's a little guy.
M390.
Pretty pricey though.
It is.
Where are you guys on bottom of the pocket knives? I mean, are y'all traditional dudes?
I carry a Swiss Army knife with me every day, but I don't like it at the bottom of my pocket. I like it sitting upright next to my wallet.
Yeah, it doesn't fall around, or.
Oh, it does. I have to readjust it constantly.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm not a traditional guy. I can't do I gotta have a pocket clip.
Yeah.
So I like slip joints, and the way I get around that is I use a clip slip.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. Yeah. I could probably do that. Yeah.
I got like 2 or 3 different size clip slips so that it fits I have one to fit my larger slip joints and smaller ones and whatever. So
Can you access the knife while the clip is still attached to your pocket? You just reach in and grab it, or you pull the whole slip clip out?
there's too much tension. You got to pull the whole slip out and then pull out your knife. Unless I get, because the easiest way to do it is to like squeeze the corners and it bows it open, and then you can usually take it out. But yeah.
Well, there's some nostalgia attached to that whole, two-handed, slow opening, type of knife use, and I dig that, and I like that about slippies and traditionals and even locking traditionals. But I haven't been able to find a good way to carry it, so I think that slip clip might be the way to go for me.
Oh, for sure, man.
I've got this Michael May custom here that I got from Patty, from Steven. It's got that nice, scroll work on the back, beautiful knife, and I always want to carry it, but I'm so nervous it's going to fall out of my pocket. I'm going to lose it, and I love this knife, so it doesn't see a lot of pocket time because of that.
Patty's potato peeler?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Love that guy.
Yeah, I got it from him. It's a great knife, man. Wonderful.
I love his accent.
Yeah, I do too, man. He's so cool, dude. Patty is. I would literally watch that guy talk about cleaning the bottom of his shoes off just because I love hearing him talk.
Well, not only that, he's
cool
so
dude.
nice. He's such a nice guy.
Dude,
I want to hear him do the Lucky Charms commercial.
Jesus.
yeah. Dude, Patty's probably one of the most good-hearted guys I've ever dealt with.
He
Like,
listens
he's
to
got
the
so much
podcast.
love in it.
He listens to the podcast like religiously too, so he'll hear
Does
all
he?
this. Oh yeah.
Patty,
Good,
I want
man.
you to
That makes
do
me-
the Lucky Charms on your next video, okay?
Dude, we should have
Yeah,
Patty on
I
here as a
hope
guest.
so.
He'd love that.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you definitely need to have him on here, man. That guy is full of knowledge. He's an Irish Gerald. He knows what's up.
Patty,
He knows what the hell's going
Patty,
on.
after you hear this episode, hit us up. We'll get you on here.
Yeah, we'll reach
He's
out.
such a cool guy, dude. Steven is awesome. He's got so much love in his heart, dude. He's such a good guy.
All
Thanks,
right.
Alex.
Next knife. I think next knife is the last knife. It is the last knife. All right, so you guys know I always like to pick a doozy. If you're on Blade HQ, it's good.
Okay.
The RKT Glide. Yeah.
What was it called? This.
No. Go back. PSY.
Like sci-fi.
There you go.
What?
Or
Oh,
psychedelic.
yeah. Look
What
at
is
that.
The Psycho
Look at-
Glide.
Look at that shit.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's got a blood groove.
Yeah, it does.
And it's got spikes on the side of the handle, so it stabs your hand while you're stabbing someone.
For murdering warlocks and whatnot.
What's that little bottom freaking, like, see, look, when it's open, you see that? Oh, you know what that is? You push, it's a single action. You push the button down and you use that little side spike there to pull it down back into the handle. I bet you that's what it is.
Stylish.
It's
dagger.
an OTF?
I don't
Is it
think
an OTF
so.
or is it a folder?
Folding knives. It says it's a folder.
Nah, I bet you that's that single action OTF shit.
Like a Halo
Exactly.
or whatever the
glide
hell it is.
lock.
Halo
Glide lock.
85 or whatever the hell number they put on that thing.
Keeps it legal.
Oh, buddy.
Keeping it
wait,
manual.
wait. Keeps it legal by keeping it manual. Dude, I want to see a
Oh.
video of this knife.
I know.
So do you manually push it up and out?
So I'm assuming you manually push the lever lock up, and it unfolds the knife for you.
Yeah, it has to.
You guys say hey to Oliver.
Hello, Oliver.
Hi, Oliver.
That's my corgi dude. Oh, he's a knife guy too. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a strange knife though.
4-inch blade.
You really picked
I
some
wanna
doozies,
see all
Alex.
the action.
ACR-13 MOV dagger.
Did you
Black
say 4-inch blade?
It's a 4-inch blade, man.
Dude, I want to see the action in use on that. I really do.
Tom, let's see if we can find this on YouTube or something.
Okay.
Got to.
I want to
Don't
see.
accidentally let your Pornhub page pull up.
Yeah, my bad.
You wouldn't want to see my browser.
A video on their site, maybe. Of course they don't. They got a wooden knife kit, though.
You know, that's good for the kiddies.
You need to send that to Michael Christie. Maybe he won't cut himself with that one.
Oh, that's how the whole bolster rotates.
There you go.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
That's strange.
So the bolster locks in around the knife, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What in the
It's pretty
hell?
cool. Not anything I would ever want, but it's neat.
Yeah, it's different.
Leave it to CRKT to reinvent the wheel.
With an
Yeah,
8CR13
shit.
MOV knife for $70.
Yeah, that,
I'm sure it's
but you get
difficult
that
to
awesome
manufacture,
steel,
though.
You get that
That's-
awesome steel, bro.
Yeah. Alphabet soup
See,
steel.
It's amazing because they have some pretty awesome designs and some very intricate locks and stuff, but it's just manufactured by garbage, you know. Like, and I mean, look at
Did you guys?
the clip on this guy, dude. The clip on this thing looks like a skull.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Dude, it's like a pumpkin skull.
What
It
the
is.
fuck?
It looks like the the guy from Scream, but when he's got his tongue hanging out. What's that?
Yeah, Mr. Chavez would shit his pants looking at that.
God.
That's funny.
So, did you guys ever talk about that CRKT? What was it, the deadbolt or something like that lock? You know what I'm talking about? It's got the big
Yeah, I
ass
know the lock.
push button on the pivot.
I think we brought that up a long time ago. One
Yeah,
time.
I think we have.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Did you know that they were selling some models of that for, I think it was like $1,500 in knife shops?
What?
It was, yeah, unbelievably ridiculous. One of my friends that lives in Florida sent me a picture of it. He lives in Gainesville, and he sent me a picture of it. And they had a price tag for, like, I think it was $14.90.
That's probably that one limited edition one that they made this monster knife.
Yeah.
It was-
the,
I think, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
humongous.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, that was it.
The
It was a
shot.
huge
And that,
one, yeah.
and that's the same knife that had a recall for the lock pin breaking.
Yep.
That's
So-
freaking wonderful.
Yeah,
Or-
but that was a gigantic knife, like
The-
gigantic.
The XOC,
The
but it's
staple
pronounced
of
the
it.
shock. I'm not sure how you get shock out of XOC.
There it is. That's it right there. You're right.
Yeah, that's the one. Yep. When your whole staple of your whole, marketing gimmick on that knife is the lock and then the lock pin breaks. That's freaking epic.
Yep.
Well, when you're holding up 60 pounds of fucking blade steel, I guess that happens.
It's a
Yeah.
massive knife.
I can't remember how many they made. I think it was somewhere in the vicinity of like 300,
Too
something
many.
like that.
I'm gonna guess they made more than they fucking sold.
No, I'm sure they sold
That's
out.
what
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. You think so?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they-
absolutely.
For sure they did.
There's a sucker born every minute, I guess.
But
I wouldn't buy that shit.
yeah, I wouldn't either. But the MSRP
ugly
from
ass
CRKT is $750. So I'm assuming that thing was at a brick and mortar store.
Dude, that's yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Yeah, it was definitely. Well, I know it was. It was at a knife shop. It was in a glass case. He sent me a picture of it. I think it was $14.50 or $14.90 or something like that,
That's
and
nuts.
it had been sitting there for a minute.
Must have been Tom's work.
Bitch, please.
It
We
must
sell
have been.
everything at MAP.
Tom would need help putting that one in the case. His hands wouldn't fit around it.
Exactly. Too big for me.
Exactly. That's what she said.
Never heard
I
that
couldn't
before.
help it. Well,
Yeah.
I couldn't help it.
Yes.
Oh, my wife just grabbed my face for the "that's what she said" joke.
I say that at work almost every day.
I do too, man. I cannot help it. And my favorite meme ever is Michael from The Office. The fucking
Yep.
"that's what she said"
That's
memes.
what she
I
said.
use them on everything.
And it's funny because like my cashiers at work, the girls, which probably I don't recommend you guys do that at work, but they know me so well. So like they always like to see what's in my pocket. They pocket check me all the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I like when I had the CKF Evolution with me, she's like, "Whoa, that is a big one." I'm like, yeah.
That's what she said. I hear that a lot.
Like I knew that was coming. And I was like,
Oh,
yep,
for sure.
yep.
If you didn't jump on that wide open opportunity to say that.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Well,
We got a couple Benchmades now that have been released since our last episode that we have pictures for now.
so yeah,
The first one's the bailout here with the green aluminum handle scales and M4,
right.
which makes much more sense on this model.
Yes.
Yeah. So
It's had a glass break.
Yes, they added a glass breaker to be more tactical.
Yeah, because I use that on my knives all the time.
Me too.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys handled a bailout?
Yeah, I have. I wasn't impressed.
This aluminum pommel thing
Gets on my nerves.
is terrible. You go to flip it and it just digs right into your hand. So what did they do? They added a little pointy prong to the end of it to poke into your hand even more.
Oh yeah.
But keeping in mind, guys, that this is Tom talking with the tiniest hands in the world. So
True. True.
That is true.
And look, the scales are ribbed for your pleasure.
Exactly.
They are.
I mean, they're textured.
I don't know why, man. Even if I had not known what I know about the combination of plastic with 3V and the all the bullshit that Steve put out and several other guys, even without that, when I first saw the bailout, I don't know. It's just something about that knife I really don't like. And it could be that I'm not a Tonto dude, and I'm not, let's put extra shit sticking off the bottom of our knife guy. Like I'm not, so just the combination of everything, I don't dig it. I don't dig it at all.
What?
I think Lynn Thompson came out with the idea for the back pommel.
Yes.
Probably so. Lynn Thompson came out with the idea of the Tactical Ninja altogether.
Yes.
But I love him, so
it's funny.
I'm sitting next to me right now.
I was talking to Andrew Demko because I was talking to him about getting an 8010 built. That's a knife that I've been wanting for quite a while. While I was doing my 8015, and he's like, I don't know how long we're going to be making those because Lynn Thompson's got the rights to them, so we're not sure about how long we're going to be actually making those anymore. But we do own the rights to the Scorpion lock, so that's always going to be ours. And then he added, and you never know, what could happen to Lynn. He could get killed somewhere in Africa attacking a water buffalo. That was funny, man. So, that guy is crazy, man.
Dude, Lynn Thompson, genuinely, realistically knife fights with, people that work for him. They actually take real sharp knives and they mock fight each other with them. That dude is nuts.
I would not want to work at Cold Steel. Put it that way.
He's crazy.
No doubt.
Not because I don't think it's awesome there, and I love Lynn. I think he's a character.
Dude,
but I would be scared for my life.
Oh, well, hell yeah, because he would shank you in the back just to teach you a lesson that you need to be watching your back.
Not even, man. He'd be like, here, put this apple in your mouth real quick. I'm going to throw something at you.
I'm going to shoot this crossbow at it from across the office. Duck, Debbie.
Duck, Debbie.
So now, the one thing I will say is a huge improvement in my personal taste. While I like, of course, it's got a deep carry clip. That's a nice plus. The aluminum handles is a big plus. I actually personally don't mind the pommel on it. I think it looks cool to me. I know it's tactical and probably useless, but to me...
Well, you're an operator.
Yeah, and it's definitely an operator thing right there.
Well, you're an operator, dude. That fits the bill for you. You're allowed to use that,
Sure.
And not ironically. You can genuinely use it.
Now, I heard that the blade finish on this one is also upgraded to actual DLC now.
No, this bailout is still Cerakote, but the new bug out is DLC.
Oh, I thought this one was DLC as well. Damn.
Tom with the knowledge drop.
See how it's textured looking?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their Cerakote.
Yeah, see that?
Sons of
I
bitches.
like the way that looks, though. I do like the way that finish looks.
Yeah, their gray
How it's
Spyderco
got
looks
that
really
peppered,
nice.
You know,
I think
yeah,
that
I
knife.
dig it.
I think that knife should have been black handles.
Yeah, I agree. But then
I'll
it would
tell
have
you
looked the
something
same.
that usually doesn't work for me is when a knife blade is more narrow than the handles at the tang, like at the Ricasso there. It's not. I don't know why that's a thing for me. There's a guy on Instagram. I think it's 57 Toolmaker or Toolmaker 57. I think, and he makes a lot of knives that are really badass, but they have super narrow blades, and that's always been an issue for me. Like this, I have a Kube over here that was sent to me. I don't know where it is right now, but it's got a super narrow blade, more narrow than the handle, and I don't know, that ergonomic or aesthetic deal there just always has been a problem for me. I don't know. Do y'all agree with that?
I agree.
Yeah, that's why even though that Civivi Statera is a comfortable knife, the handle's way taller than the friggin' blade is.
Yeah, I agree.
The thing that bothers me about the bailout, and I know why they did it, I hate this little upsweep right here, right before you get to the blade. If they would have just left that flat like they did with the bug out,
oh, it would have looked way better.
It would have looked
that
better.
Would have solved the problem I'm
That
talking about.
stop pick like that ruins that whole knife for me.
Yep.
For sure.
I know that they made it to be like a tactical guard, you know, if you're stabbing somebody with it, but at the same time,
Here's the knife I was talking about with that skinny blade. It kind of looks similar to that Stratera you're talking about, how that's got that skinny ass blade.
Yeah.
I can't get with that, man.
Yeah. So that was the first one. Also, they upgraded their 3V to be 60 to 62 HRC now.
Oh, that's a hell of a wide margin.
Yeah. Well, the old margin was 55 to 58.
It's 55 to 69, you know.
Somewhere in there.
we heat treat it. How about that?
Yeah, it's hardened, kinda. Maybe.
Where the hell's Gerald's video go?
What was? I don't know.
Oh, he's back.
What was interesting though was how, like, when they had it at 55 to 58, they said that wasn't an accident, that it was on purpose to make it easy to sharpen in the field, and then they upgraded it to 60 to 62 without saying anything.
Yeah.
They listened to
Wait,
what
didn't
people
you-
wanted, Tom. They listened to the
Did you-
people.
Did you say that new one is M4?
It is.
Okay. Well, that
Yeah,
changes
all
things
right,
a little
all
bit
right.
because I do like M4.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on though. Keep in mind that's like a $215, $220 knife now, that bailout.
Holy shit, they
250.
went up that much?
250.
Yeah.
Whoa, never mind, dude. That's what turned me off of Spyderco. They keep doing these price increases, and I get it, man. I understand that things go up, but just the more you increase your product and your product stays the same and you're using the same materials, it starts to kind of make it not as viable when there's so many options out there. The market's flooded with amazing knives at $200. You know, the Spidey Chef being, what is it now, $240 or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of start pushing yourself out. I can take $240, get online and find some really, really awesome stuff.
Yep.
You know, I don't know, the bailout for what'd you say, 220, something like
250.
that. I can't. There's no way.
250 MSRP.
No, dude. No way, man.
And then
No way.
15% off of that would get you MAP.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. Even though I've got like a code or something right now where I can get 50% off of a Benchmade that some guy sent to me. I tried it out and put it in my cart and it worked. I'm just looking for the right one. I think I'm going to get one of those Crooked Rivers.
I got the same code.
Do you? You got that too?
Oh yeah,
sweet.
that's what you get for working at a dealer.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, some guy sent it to me and told me to use it. I put it in there and put it in my cart and everything and did everything except the payment, and it really worked. So I'm going to use it eventually. I think I'm going to get a Crooked River.
I get one like that every 6 months. I try and take advantage of it. Yep.
No doubt, man. That's cool. Yeah, the guy told me I could only use it once.
Here is the new bug out.
The scales look sick, Alex.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I saw your picture of that when you posted it. It looks really, really nice. You put that in our Ryan's Knife Showcase group, didn't you?
Yeah.
Is that a milli?
Is it a what? Yeah, it's a
milli,
milli.
or is that a PM2? Yeah, I thought that was a milli. Nice, dude. I like that. A
Yeah.
lot. Are those
that-
Aramis?
Those are Aramis scales, correct.
Is that your Rex 45 milli?
It is my Rex 45 milli, correct?
Yeah, that's
That
badass.
Aramis with that backspacer, dude, that looks freaking nice.
And look at the action on these new ones.
They're really good.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
I'm pretty impressed.
I really dig that.
All right. Here we got the new bug out that we talked about. This is that they still kept it with S30V, but this is the one with DLC on it.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. And they changed the handle material on these.
I dig that. I dig the black on black. What's the new handle material?
So their old stuff was what's called Grivery, which is like an FRN, fiberglass reinforced nylon. This is called CF Elite, and it's carbon fiber reinforced nylon.
Oh, supposed to be stronger?
So it's
or
actually
or the
lighter?
Selling point.
It's actually lighter. The old one
But
was
does
one.
the bug out need to be lighter?
No. The old one was 1.85 ounces. This is 1.8.
Yeah, dude, this freaking thing is a. I mean, it's a sliver of paper. I mean, it weighs nothing.
The thing that you get with the carbon fiber reinforced stuff is it's actually more rigid.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't flex as much as the Grivery stuff.
Everybody always bitched about the little bendy flexy thing. I'm like, dude, this is not a heavy use knife. This is.
Yep.
You know, you're not supposed to beat the shit out of these.
So I think this is a step in the right direction for them. Price is $144.50.
So. Yeah, I think so. I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah, I don't think that's. I mean, still almost $150 for S30V and plastic handles, but.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think the lightweight part of it with the S30V with a nicely ground blade. I think that. I think that's okay. I mean, that's not terrible. And if you're getting that upgrade of the carbon fiber reinforced nylon and just a small price increase, I mean, I think that's okay. That's not astronomical.
No, that's not too
I
bad.
think that's all right.
I want to get it
I
in
can see
hand
that.
first, before I make my decision on it.
I feel you. Carbon fiber, some strong stuff.
Absolutely. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about, I guess we got the new Kershaw releases. I think they had all of those on Blade HQ as well. And then we'll talk about.
I have verified my previous thoughts of every Sharp Talk podcast on the fact that Gerald doesn't talk.
He does. We just got to get him on a topic that he wants to talk about. Right, G?
He's such a knife guy, and he's so ingrained in it that like everything that we talk about, he's just like, meh, whatever.
What do you guys think about the new Kershaw Lucha Balisong for $120?
I dig that clip point, kind of looking blade there. I dig that.
And it's on bearings.
Oh, nice. Nice and flippy, so I can cut my finger off faster than I normally would.
14C28N. What's the frame made out of? Steel? Yeah, stainless steel handles.
What's the weight on it?
They don't have it up yet. That's just not something I was expecting from Kershaw.
No.
Man, if ZT would have put out something like that, I feel like it would have sold really well. I think it still might sell well at $115 or $120 from Kershaw.
Yeah, I think so. Where are you guys on Bally's?
I personally don't like them.
No, hard pass.
Yeah, I've never been a Bally guy. I had a guy hit me up the other day wanting to trade he wanted my Sleesh buoy for some $500 really nice Balisong, and he was talking about how there was only 60 made, and I was like, yeah, man, that's cool and everything, but
yes, I came back right on time.
Like,
man,
I have a lot of respect for
operator.
I have a lot of respect for the Bally guys. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, no, I do too, man. They're super cool. I would love to have that fidget, fun, cool factor with my my knives. That's neat, but it's just not my thing.
Yeah,
It's my thing.
I know it's your thing, Alex.
I know it is, sir.
I love Bally songs.
Do you really?
I love them, man. I've had quite a few. I still have like a few of them. It's on the list to get a custom Bally song this year. So
Okay.
I love them. I don't do like crazy scissor flip tricks and stuff. I know how to do a bunch of little fancy openings, but
Yeah.
it's more for like an EDC thing for me.
No doubt. Do you remember that really cool like Tonto shaped ballistong that kind of started skinny and got fatter toward the end of the blade that Benchmade put out a few years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
That
87.
was one that was.
They just discontinued that.
Yeah,
What'd
because
you
it was
say,
like
Tom?
$600. The 87.
Yeah.
No, are you talking about the Warncliffe one? Or
Man,
the
I really
one
feel like
that's
this
like
one
a
was.
crazy Tonto?
Yeah. It kind of started skinnier and gets fatter toward the end, if I'm not mistaken, toward the tip.
It's not
If
the
I'm not
87,
mistaken.
Tom. That also got discontinued, by the way. But
Are you talking about this one?
Yeah. There it is. Yeah.
oh, you are talking about this one. Yeah.
The damn integral handle scales.
They're not integral, Tom.
They're
You
integral.
weirdo.
They're one
They're
piece.
called channel locks.
They're one piece.
That's called channel locks.
Okay.
Channel locks are the things I use at work every day.
True.
Yep.
Well, the correct term for this is channel lock.
I call it integral.
So
Yeah.
hang on real quick while we're on the topic, because I got a yep from Jared. I know you work at Volvo. I know Tom works at a sporting goods store. Jared, what do you do?
I do building maintenance.
Okay, I'm a plumber. I'm a plumber. That's what I do. For a
Yeah,
living.
some of what I do is plumbing. Yeah.
Sweet.
4.5 inches? Holy shit.
Hate it. Dude,
4.6.
that's a monster. That's a monster.
I bet this
Yeah,
thing
don't-
weighs 10 plus ounces, like Murky Ocean just said in the chat.
Oh, Murky's in here. He won my giveaway, man. He won my Civivi Backlash Damascus in my giveaway yesterday.
Nice.
What's up, Murk?
Yeah, he's
Dude.
been here
Man,
pretty
I
much the
wish
whole
I could
time.
See the chat. I
Dude,
wish I
that's
could see
pretty
the
cool.
chat, man.
14C28N.
Not
That's
bad.
actually decent, man. This is a cool knife. KVT ball bearings.
Paul says Alex should be real familiar with 4.6 inches.
Yes.
What's up, Paul?
What's up, Paul? Yes, I'm familiar with it. That's what it's
Yeah.
like. Soft.
Yeah, Paul with 400 W's. I love Paul.
Yeah, this one's not too bad for the price, I don't think.
And by the way, that's what she said.
Yes.
I was waiting on it.
All right.
Who
Next,
else is in the chat, Tom?
Oh.
Tell us what's up, man.
we got Murky Ocean. We got Paul. Those have been the two that have pretty much been going back and forth most of the time.
I know BJ's in there.
He's actually not right now.
Bastard.
Dave was in right at the very beginning. I don't know if Dave is still here.
The
Okay.
fuck, Dave?
Cool, man.
Are we boring today or what?
I generally would be in there, but I'm here. So,
True.
I wish I could see the chat.
It's
man.
cooler
How
on
can-
the-
Is there?
You can
that
pull it up on
possible?
a laptop or something.
Oh fuck yeah, I can do that. I can pull up Sharp Talk podcast on my phone.
Paul,
And then
the
just
guest
mute
today
the-
is BamaKnifeGuy.
What do you say?
He asked who the guest was. Oh, Dave
He
just
doesn't
said.
know
Dave
who
just
I
said,
am?
"Fuck you, Alex."
Paul doesn't know who I am.
Oh, he says, "Oh, okay." He didn't know. He doesn't know your voice. I'm not sure how you didn't know your voice, but
Fuck you, Paul.
he sent a shot at me. He says, "Who's your guest? You never put them in the stream title."
How about watch my fucking Instagram? My face is on there 1,000 times.
All right. So next one, we have a new launch from Kershaw.
I like it.
I was
Me
just
too.
kidding. I love you, Paul.
Do you know what this is modeled after, though? I think.
I have no idea, but I like it.
Hang on. Click on it again.
1 second.
Like, nah,
You're telling me that isn't kind of modeled after that?
no, it's not.
Maybe not. I guess the more I look at it, it's not. That's the first thing it reminded me of.
It's because of the gap in the handle, but
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I see the connection. I see the connection.
I think that's a very sweet looking knife. I like the pivot color.
Yep.
Kind of
that's a sweet-
esque.
It's. I wish it was bigger, but that's a pretty cool knife.
Is that an auto?
Yep.
Yeah. CPM 154.
Yeah, let me say the launch series is very, very nice.
It is. It is. I've had quite a few of those things.
Which one's that little
Everyone.
tiny bastard?
The 4. It's the Cali Auto,
Yeah, the
or the
long
Cali Legal
four.
one.
I hear a ton of good stuff about that. I've never handled one.
Every launch is awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're very, very well made.
Very well
Okay.
made.
especially for the
I might have
price.
to give them a shot.
If you like autos and if you don't mind aluminum handles and stuff, the launch series is phenomenal.
Yeah, it is. It is. And it's good old USA made.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
because they can't make
Can't
them
beat that.
overseas.
Yep. That's cool too.
This is
Although-
badass.
I
Although
like that.
they put the D2 on the cutting edge, and
Morons.
they put the N690 on top.
Yeah, that doesn't
Well,
make
it's
much
supposed
sense.
to be CPM D2.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh, it does.
Changes
CPM
things.
D2. I'm a little
I'm
bit
not a
more
fan
interested
of-
now.
I'm not a super fan of that pattern though.
Yeah, I definitely want to test one. I'm not big on the dividend, but I want to test one to see how well it's done.
I mean, for $80, so this stuff used to be like $350 on the ZTs back like 5-6 years ago.
CPM D2?
No, I'm talking like the composite
Oh.
blade stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's
And
so
it's joined by copper. It's
yeah,
pretty
copper
cool.
brazing. It's so badass.
Is that a
Yeah.
swedge right there?
Yep.
It looks cool.
The
I can't
dividend's
really
a
see
really
it
nice
good.
knife.
I've heard great things about it.
It's very
I've
thin.
never handled one.
God.
Yeah, I think the only like nicer Kershaw, and it's not even a nice Kershaw, like the Kershaw that people talk about. The only one I have is I think the Knockout. I got it from Vinny Nero.
It's a good one too.
Yeah, I mean, I dig it. Is that one a liner lock or a frame lock?
Liner lock.
Okay.
For $80
Yeah, like-
though, this thing is that's a steal for what 5 or 6 years ago was costing you $350.
Yeah. And it's not just D2, it's CPM D2.
That's
so it's good.
That's the only reason I'm interested because I hate D2.
Paul just started following me on Instagram. P.S.
Damn it, Paul.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks for the follow, Paul. Better late than never. You could have entered my giveaway. Murky Ocean did. He fucking won. Alex
True.
won too, but I filtered that shit out and redrew.
I didn't win anything.
I know that. It's because
Yeah.
I deleted the video and redrew.
I'm gonna skip over some of the non-noteworthy ones.
I'm kidding.
Uh,
I'm kidding, Alex.
We got a link in aluminum handle scales in 20 CV.
I'm like, no, wait, what? I won something? You didn't tell me?
No, dude. I wish. Look, you know what so sucks, man, is like none of the guys that are in my circle. There's probably 60 dudes that are in my circle. None of them got drawn. Really,
That's what she
except
said.
Murky did.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, what did you just say, Tom?
You said there's like 60
Did you
dudes
say
in my
that?
circle. I said that's what she said.
All right. We're on a roll today.
No doubt, man. That's the fourth. That's what she said. Joe. Getting it done
Well,
with the innuendos.
I figured out what the title for this episode is gonna be.
That's what she said.
Yep. That's it.
Hell yeah, dude.
So they're continuing the trend here of the cheap M390 family knives. And this one's
Everybody say hi to Samantha.
hi Samantha.
Hey, Samantha.
Oh, you want to go play with your toys?
Yeah, she's like, I ain't.
No
interested in
sharp talk.
talk. I want to play.
What's up, Max? We got 20 CV on the Kershaw link for $80. Gee, I've never.
Yeah, look though, man.
I've
if
never
they're
tested
doing
any of
20
these.
CV like ZT does 20 CV, that's going to be worse than them doing M390.
How was their M390 on the cheap stuff?
The quick answer is it doesn't matter if it's 59 or 62. It all performs within 10%
Dope.
of each other.
Sick.
No shit.
So it doesn't matter.
Wow.
So either the 59 is performing great or the 62 is performing like shit.
Their 14C 28N outcuts their M390.
All right, mic drop.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
All right, so
What the hell's so wrong with their M390 that 3 points on the scale makes no difference?
microstructure sucks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, makes a huge
Yep.
difference.
Is it a powdered metallurgy type steel?
It is,
I mean,
but yeah, the
Yeah.
the
I mean-
microstructure still. It doesn't matter if the mic, like it depends how you heat treat it. Like,
Yeah.
if you nail the protocol, the microstructure is good. It's nice and refined, and small particles make for better edge holding and a more stable edge.
Okay, so you're saying the 62 HRC doesn't matter; it's how you got to the 62
Correct.
HRC.
It's like those
Like
nine.
the protocol that you use to do it.
So
I got you.
I'm gonna put out a little bit of a spoiler here. So I just tested those 940 reblades. I had one at 62.5 that did really good, and I had one at 64.9 that did worse than the 62.5. So
Damn.
just because the microstructure sucked.
Alex, what is that, dude? That's a beautiful blade.
This is an old Custom Knife Factory Sabalia.
Dude, I love an upswept blade, man. One of my favorite knives in my collection is this Kaiser Nomad.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Is
know.
that just on my end? Is my damn video lagging that bad?
No, I think it's just on Google Hangouts is how it gets a little choppy.
Okay, yeah, it was lagging on my end when Tom clicked on my camera. But yeah, this is one of my favorite knives. I love an upswept blade. I'm a sucker for them.
Yeah, Persian blades is something I just absolutely adore.
Beautiful, beautiful knife.
Yeah.
Max wants to know. He goes, should I get a Civivi Insight in shredded gold carbon fiber in Damascus?
I don't know. Hit up Blade Banker. He just got that exact knife, and he's in love with it. Watch his video on his new Civivis. And I was on the phone talking to him the other day. He said he freaking loves it, man. I've got very little experience with that particular knife other than just handling one for 10 minutes. But a lot of people like it.
Sweet.
Big shout out to Blade Banker. Cool channel.
Yeah, he's
I
cool.
love it.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, he donated the 2 Manixes that went in my, or Manix Eye, I think is how me and Gerald decided it needs to be said. He donated those 2 to my giveaway yesterday, a blue G10. I mean, that in G10. Super freaking cool guy, man.
Yeah.
And anybody out there who's the praying type, man, pray for his son.
Yeah.
His son's dealing with some really rough stuff, man. He's in and out of the hospital all the time. He's having some major problems. He's only 11. He's the same age as my son, so I can relate. And it's freaking scary crap they're dealing with.
Yeah.
He's a really good guy.
Absolutely. All right, I'm gonna skip over a couple of these here because they're pretty.
Is that an XL copper natrix?
You got a copper XL natrix, you got a copper natrix, and you got a copper leak now.
Wow.
I've heard good things about the Natrix, man.
It's all right. I got the original copper natrix. It's cool. I mean, it's it's budget. The way when you open it up inside, it's budget, but it's kind of cool.
Pretty much the rest of these we can kind of skim over. They got
Alex, what are those? Oh, I'm sorry, Tom.
No, you're good.
Oh, I was just going to ask Alex, what are those 2 knives? One was a Kershaw and one's a ZT there was a big issue over. I can never remember.
The Matrix and the 777.
Yeah.
And the Natrix now.
Yeah, Mark's got both of those.
Yeah, I know. He was sending them to the Neves, and I think they were supposed to go to me next, but I think he's afraid to send me anything now. I'll keep that shit forever. I'm worse than Steve. Dude, Steve keeps knives for a couple of years before he sends them back. I think he's still got 12 of Kenny's knives.
Holy shit.
No, I'm just kidding. I've only had Mark shit for like 4 months. But hell, a lot of it comes down to the fact that he sent me like fucking 10 grand worth of knives. You know how much the insurance on that shit is to send back? Good God, I gotta take out a loan. Holy shit. I gotta borrow some money from BamaKnifeGuy just to send that shit back. I had to send them back one at a time over 6 months.
We can skim over a couple of these here. We got a smaller auto stiletto from Kershaw.
I like that highball, but I mean it's 2.8 inches. It's small.
Yeah, highball looks nice. The thing that I got the most out of all these new releases is they're making slip joints now.
I noticed that. That's pretty cool.
The highball made me think about the cue ball, which made me think I forgot there was one more knife that I got. It's a new acquisition that BamaKnifeGuy bought for me. And that was the cue ball.
It made me think of the fastball from Gerber and just how much of a piece of shit that knife is.
I feel you. I love this cue ball, but I've got big fingers and big hands, and the access to the lock is extremely difficult.
Oh, Murky Ocean said the Slippies are in 7 CR. Ew.
Yikes.
What the hell?
I mean, it's no worse
even know there
than
was a
Case's
7
surgical
CR.
stainless.
Well, it's a $25 knife. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
The
Hey, have
NORAD
you
looks
guys ever
kind of
brought
cool.
look
up
at-
the?
It's another Sinkovich, man.
Yeah,
The tumbler. It looks like a
Right.
Civivi to me, but
it kind of does.
yeah.
Have you guys ever discussed that? I can't remember the name of the company. I think it starts with a T that made that. I think Pete from Said Nada did a thing on it's the blades made out of tungsten carbide.
Oh, yeah.
Sandrin.
The company.
Yeah.
What?
Sandrin.
Yeah, Sandrin. Okay, yeah. Did you guys ever discuss that?
No.
Yes, we did, actually.
Did we?
Did we?
We did. I brought that knife up a long time ago, too.
I've got a terrible ass memory, dude. I watch every Sharp Talk, but I can never remember.
I forget what we talk about, and I'm here for every episode, Lee.
I feel you, dude.
I
Tiny
took
hands,
all
kind
the
of
knives,
It works.
so I remember.
Tiny hands, short memory. It all
Yeah.
coincides.
Tiny
No, I
hands,
totally
tiny dick, all the same.
Yep. You know what they say.
And another, that's what she said.
Wah.
Another, that's what she
Yep.
said.
There it is.
Oh,
What are we up to, 9?
nothing special there, Tom. I think we can skip the rest of the Kershaws. You
Yep.
guys can go on Blade HQ and
Yeah.
check them out. I think we're done with Kershaw.
What's that one on the right
The XCOM.
with the same failure that the bailout? I mean, the bailout has with that freaking fat handle weird thing going on.
It's
and the
supposed to
skinny
be.
blade.
I think they did the XCOM last year as well. It's supposed to be like a World War II trench knife.
Is that
Yeah.
a thumb disc?
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of the thumb disc.
It's a Les George design. I really do like Les George designs, but this one just doesn't do it for me.
I kind of dig the way it's like a throwback. I mean, I kind of like that. I don't know. I'm sure you guys all had the same thing. I had the old school, freaking, the old combat knife with the freaking compass on the end of it. Shit had the
Yeah.
lines on the scales like that. I kind of dig it. It's kind of throwback.
And the last thing for the new knives I want to talk
Spyderco
about
release.
was the new Spyderco Release 4. Or Reveal 4, I should say.
Is the sway back in that one?
No, I think that's going to be revealed tomorrow at SHOT.
Yeah, I'm totally grabbing one of those for no other reason than I kind of like the swoosh designs. I don't have them. I had the Techno 1, Techno 2, Sleesh Buoy, and the Chef, but I just gave my Spidey Chef to Steve the other day. So
Ask
I'm
BJ,
lacking
dude.
one now.
I have been lusting after a swayback for like the last 2 years that I've known BJ.
Yeah.
So the moment they put
Have
one
you-
out, I don't really care what the price is. I'm probably going to buy one.
Have they released the damn subsequent yet?
No.
Okay, they've got the the Subvert,
Yep.
the giant monster. They did a mini version. I don't know if you've seen or heard anything about it.
It
but
was
it's like blue and
Yeah, it was at
Yeah,
Blade
it's
West last
freaking-
year.
oh, dude, it's beautiful. Yeah, I saw it at Blade Show 2019 Atlanta, and it was gorgeous little knife. I may grab one of those if they're not $7,000.
I think there's going to be some major reveals coming at SHOT.
Probably so, yeah.
Because there's some stuff in this catalog this reveal that I thought was or there's some stuff that's not in here that I thought was going to come out, and I think that they held some of it back for SHOT.
Well, how about the freaking 4 different blade shape PM2s they're coming out with?
I know. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm really excited
there's
for what they're doing.
Tontos, clip points, dude. Every blade shape known to man, there's a PM2 coming out with that blade shape.
I mean, they'd be stupid not to.
Oh, for sure, man. Mix it up a little bit.
Yeah,
They
if
do the
if
same
you're in
shit
the
all
business of
time.
making money, you might as well give everyone what they want.
No doubt, dude.
All right, so first page here, we got the new Astute, which is a new budget model from them out of China. What do you guys think of that one? It's kind of a funky shape.
Kind of reminds me.
It's not good looking, but it looks functional.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of a collaboration of like 4 of their knives put together.
I know. It looks comfortable.
Yeah.
I like the big swell in the back of the handle with the thin point right here where your index finger and thumb would go.
Vinny Nero would hate it.
He would.
Yeah, he likes straight back.
Yeah, I was going to say the back isn't straight enough.
He's got weird ass Jersey hands though, so
Tenacious
those
lightweight.
Jersey hands.
Yeah. Tenacious lightweight is interesting.
Because the Tenacious wasn't budget enough.
Has anyone seen what the price is going to be on this yet?
$6.
It's like a little Frost cutlery knife.
Fucking $6. Smoky Mountain will have it.
It's interesting. I just don't know if people were asking for a FRN Tenacious. Oh well.
I kind of feel like that's the trend with Spyderco though. Is they always, it's like they have a playbook that runs in an entire circle.
Yep.
They pull something out, they forget about it, they come back, they run out of ideas, they pull it out again. They either switch the blade steel, they switch the finish, they switch the handle material, but they put out the same shit. And and I get it, if it works, do it. I got that.
And it sells like crazy.
People are like, oh fuck yeah, it does. There's so many Spyderco fanboys out there. I'm one of them. I buy Spyderco shit too, but I'm kind of starting to grow out of it with every year's price increase.
I would have to agree there.
Yeah.
All right, we can kind of skip over the Andela Emerson opener.
Yes, please.
Just like you said, Lee, the same thing, same shit that they already do.
I figured that'd be right up Alex's alley, though. That's an operator as fuck, man.
I actually have an Endura just like that.
I figured you did, bro.
And it's got a Glock tool built into it.
It just goes with Dude, Murky Osha says they're just a fucking football team replaying the same plays 30 times every game.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the Chaparral Sun and Moon is pretty cool.
It's all right.
It's not. It's not my style, and I've known this has been in the works for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
Yeah, I've seen. I think I saw like a video on this from Sal like last year.
Yeah.
If I remember right.
I remember seeing something about that too.
It has a genuine mother of pearl inlay.
BamaKnifeGuy would dig them.
What's the red?
What's the what?
What's the red?
Just red G10.
The Japanese kamikaze symbol on there is what it looks like.
Yeah, it's a little too communist for me. Let's move on.
Says Alex coming.
Okay, Russian.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The Russians are not communist anymore. That was SSR.
Well, look, before we skip past the Chaparral, where are you guys on the Raffier shit? That Raffier Noble or whatever, that fucking material that looks like a fish lure?
It's really cool.
I actually like that.
Well, you would like it because you're a fucking fisherman.
True.
Yeah.
Like it's really cool. I had
spoonbill lures.
I had a factory second version of that for a little while. It scratches up so easy.
Yeah, I bet it does.
By the way, Paul says, "Wow, coming from Vladimir over here," and then he called you Alexi.
Tell him. Oh, wait, he can hear me anyways. Yes. Paul, the correct term is Sasha, not Alexi. It's Sasha. That's Russian.
Dude, that's my favorite thing. Every time you do that, Alex, when I'm in the comments, you go, "Tom, tell him whatever." I love it. Every time
Tom, hold my beer.
I can hear you.
It's like,
hold my beer, Tom. Hold my beer.
Every fucking time Tom goes, they can hear you, right?
We're on a podcast.
Yeah, they make great knives, and so fuck you. Let's go on.
We got a revamp of the salt line, which they just changed the handle. They moved the handles to the new Andela handle.
A fucking revamp. What a surprise out of them.
I was really hoping that they were when I saw that the old salts were getting discontinued, I was hoping they were jumping to LC200N, but I guess that was expecting too much of them.
Yeah, I was too, man. I like the old salt series, but I think LC200N would have been a win for them.
Even if it jumped the price up another $10, $15, whatever.
Yeah, H1's a good steel, man, but LC200N is so much, dude, it's so far superior. Yes. The sharpest knife I've ever owned with my, with the sharpening that I put on it was my Spidey Chef. That steel gets so freaking sick.
Paul says, remember when Alex threatened to buy the Chebrikov out of Tom's hands that one time? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yes. The Van X 37, right?
And then I went to buy it and it was gone.
Yeah.
when you pulled up that fucking website and had buy it now and you were about to click it, dude, I was dying over here, man.
But
That
you know
shit
what?
was so hilarious. But I was thinking, you know what? Alex has got money. He could just buy the factory that makes them and make his own.
I was like, Alex. I was like, if anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be Alex, just in spite of me.
Oh, for sure, dude. And then he'd sell it to you at a 10% markup just to make a profit and buy
Yep.
something else.
Can I say something about that?
Yes,
I was really gonna do it.
I know you were.
Were you?
I was really gonna do it.
I was scared.
You were on the verge, weren't you?
I'm like, I shouldn't do that to Tom.
And then I went to buy it, and it was gone.
Apparently,
And I
you
should have bought it,
was
'cause then I would have sold it to Tom, and he would have been able to buy it. But because he's a little girl, he procrastinated, and then now it's gone.
Yeah, I debate on
What
my
do you
purchases.
Dude, what do you? I do the same shit, Tom. I fucking do. I'll watch 900 Nick Shabazz videos about a fucking knife.
Dude,
before
I know.
buy it.
And
But-
here's the
So
bad. Here's
what
the
if-
bad thing
what
is
if
you sit
bet
there
one
and
of
you
the fucking
debate.
guys-
You sit there and you debate, and then you're like, I'm gonna go buy it, and then it's gone, and then you're like, damn. But then you're kind of happy because you didn't spend the money.
Well, what do you bet? That one of the fucking dudes in the chat, Paul probably has that fucking knife in his lap right now. Paul's sitting there laughing, flipping that fucking knife because you announced it. And you're like, it's the last one, and you're talking to like 20 people.
That's probably true.
Yeah, if somebody grabbed it, you should have never announced that shit.
I know.
Gerald's got it below camera right now. Gerald has that shit.
Paul says I thought about it.
That knife was right up your alley too, Tom.
I know.
It was the right price, the right size. It fit your little tiny hands.
I'll probably
If
buy it.
only like
I'll probably buy
350
another one
or
when they come
400.
back.
Well, they're supposed to be out like coming soon, man. So you better be starting to stock Lamnia.
Yeah.
Was it like what? How much were they, Tom? Was it 350 or
like
400?
like 350? Yeah, they weren't
It was
mine.
thought it
on
was.
sale for $350. It was
Well,
on
don't
sale.
think I didn't pull the fucking website up on my work phone while I was watching Sharp Talk, because I certainly did.
Dude, I had it up on my phone, man. I was just like, I had it in the cart too. All I had to do was hit buy now.
Dude,
That-
I could almost see the buy now button flickering where Alex was halfway touching it.
I know.
It was there, man.
That's
It was
true
there.
shit, Murky Ocean. He goes, then after you buy it, you watch videos to justify your purchase, or you talk to others that have it just to make you feel better.
Yeah.
Oh, I do that shit too. I'll buy something and it'll be en route, and I'll watch more videos after I bought it than I did prior.
Done that a few times too.
And then you get biased as hell. Everybody on YouTube says it's a piece of shit, and you're like, what the fuck do they know?
I've learned my lessons when I wait and hold off on buying a knife. Like this is a perfect example. This Sablia.
Yeah.
I loved this knife when it first came out, and I actually was gonna buy it. It was like $450 when it was brand new, and I went ahead and didn't buy it because I'm like, let me wait and think about it a little bit, and and it was gone. All
That's a beautiful knife, dude.
and then I had to go spend basically like close to $600 to get a nice clean one after the fact. So
It's a beautiful knife, man. It really is. That's something you definitely shouldn't have slept on. I like that a lot.
well, yeah, and it cost me an extra $150 afterwards because I got this bug up my butt. Like I had to have it. So I went shopping around. Half of them were beat up, and I found one nice one from a Russian guy that lived in New York, and he sold it to me. I'm like, you're ripping me off, man, but
Dude, your connection with Russia is fucking uncanny. You are a fucking spy if I've ever met one.
shit.
Oh, shit.
It's,
Every comment. I was hanging with my Russian friends, and
well, like one of my close friends at work is Ukrainian, I have him translate all my Russian shit.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do. You got to have Russian connects.
Yeah, because when they decide to nuke America, I'm going to have to figure out some place to go.
You're going to be the only guy. Vladimir's
Jesus.
going to be like, just don't get my boy Alex at the Volvo.
Oh, my God. They're like, they're going to put a little bleep at the Volvo dealer. They're like, keep this a safe zone.
Yeah, no doubt, dude. That CNBC is going to be reporting from the Volvo dealership. It appears the only building left standing, and there's Cuminous Edge and Alex.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the news with my face and be like, it was about 7:30 in the evening, and this big poof of explosions started happening, and I don't know, I miraculously just
Listen,
lived.
Alex, if that ever happens, you better fucking plug Sharp Talk.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, and you can find me on Instagram under Alex.
Alex, can you tell us what sort of heads up did you have to pack all the bags at your house and bring them with you to work today?
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's, and you know what's funny is I'm actually paranoid about living in LA now with all this shit going on. I'm like,
You should be with those fucking fault lines. You guys are going to float in the ocean one day.
I'm not worried about that, man. I'm worried about the Iran dropping some bombs, like, all the crazy shit going on.
Dude, and I'm sitting over here safe as a motherfucker. Ain't nobody.
Yeah, you are.
Dude, nobody bombing rednecks. Sorry.
All
Listen,
three of you are safe.
I don't know
All
if
three
any of
of
you
us.
guys will understand this, but the only thing we got to worry about, Lee, is the boogaloo.
I don't know what the fucking boogaloo is, but it sounds terrifying.
You better look it up after this episode.
The electric
Oh, the
boogaloo?
boogaloo.
The boogaloo. Here, I'll look it up for you.
Is it
That's
the electric boogaloo?
No.
That sounds like some gay stuff.
It probably is. It's totally related to butt sex in some way.
It's
The
like,
Urban Dictionary.
It's like a slang term for the impending civil war with the government.
Oh, I have heard that.
Oh,
The
yeah.
boogaloo.
I
Yeah.
have heard that term. You guys have a bunch of those fucking weird northern, like, what do you call those fucking things? The groups of, like, military guys that aren't military but get together. What's that called? Alex? I know you know.
The militia?
Yeah, militia. That's it. Y'all got a bunch of those fucking weird militia guys.
Oh, man.
You do?
Yeah, like Reclaim the South, like that shit.
Dude.
Yep. You guys have.
Reinstate
if you guys-
slavery.
Dude, if you guys don't have much, you have tiny-handed people, fucking cold weather, militias, and Drew Carey. That you fucking.
Hey, Drew Carey's from Cleveland.
I know.
Hell yeah. That's my boy.
Hell yeah. I like Drew Carey and his 6-inch thick glasses.
Yeah, there's a bunch of dudes out there, with the rebel flag and all that shit going on,
Oh, yeah.
I don't have any rebel flags, but I got some Trump 2020 flags on the wall.
Jesus.
And I'm literally within eyesight of 7 AR-15s right now. There's one. Look, I'll show you this shit. Hang on, let me pull this up. I'll show you this one. This one's laying on the fucking headboard. Can you see that one?
Yeah.
Jesus.
On the fucking camera, Tom. You see that shit?
I see that, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Leaned against the headboard on my fucking bed with jackets all over it.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yeah.
let's get back to the knives real quick.
The
Fuck
nightstick.
that. Impending
only thing
Doom
I
and Drew
see.
Carey's way more fun.
That is true. And the boogaloo.
The fucking boogaloo. I'm calling it that from now on.
Dude, there's so many
Civil
memes
unrest
about it.
is now called the boogaloo.
I'm gonna.
I know-
Boogaloo.
I know Max is in here. Max, I want to see an influx of boogaloo memes, please.
Yes.
Oh, bring them the fuck on.
Please. So we got a all-black Yojimbo, continuing on the theme of just reiterations of the same shit in different configurations.
Look
The
at this shit.
Watu is nothing to talk about.
I like the Watu.
Nope.
You see that?
I don't like
Paul
it.
started following me.
I'm not gonna buy it, but it's cool.
Be on Sharp Talk.
Yeah, it's not cool to me. It's
No,
What is it?
it's not even cool. Come on.
The Watu.
the Watu is not cool, Tom.
It's cool.
Okay, what's that other fucking knife they had? My buddy Bo from
It looks
from
like
Florida has one of
Gumby.
those.
It
There's a
looks
fucking
like
other-
Gumby, Tom. That looks like a Gumby knife.
Yeah, it doesn't look
Yeah.
very intriguing. There's another knife they made that looks similar to that though, and I can't think of the damn name of it right now.
There is, but
Paul says
there isn't too.
Paul says
And
they
people
called the
fucking-
Watu the Tesla truck of knives.
went nuts over it, and it's gay.
Nicely done, Paul.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Three lines and 4 tires.
Touche. The Ladybug K390.
So-
Why?
So hang on.
Yeah, fucking why?
Hang on,
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
think-
like a ladybug with an Emerson opener. Fucking come on, man.
I think I know why they did this. They
I have a man bug in Vitoku,
So-
but even that is a little ridiculous.
let's think about it. Every time that
I've got a
they
dragonfly
do a
detector.
ladybug in a different steel, it's also accompanied by the entire other Japan family in that same steel, correct? Vitoku,
Sure.
Super Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the K390
So I guess it's
Japan
just to
family is
complete-
coming.
It's just to complete the fucking the circle there.
They haven't. I think they're gonna unveil the
get it.
K390 Endura family at SHOT.
I would like to have the PM2 and K390 that came out, or the Para 3. I like K390. I think it's a really great steel. I think Mr. One-Handed Michael Christie would agree. And Gerald, would you agree?
Yeah, well, I definitely like it. I want it in something like the if they put it in the Endura, I'll definitely get one.
Yep.
Yeah. So you an FRN guy?
I don't care.
Yeah, me neither.
I
Yeah.
don't need
So
another
what
Para
do you
3
like
or
about
PM2.
Same.
What do you like about the Endura over like your Para 3, Para 2?
I think they're just PM2 and Para 3'd out.
Yeah.
Dude, I have like 6 or 7 Para 3s and all different steels. I got like 4 or 5 PM2s and different steels. I'm good there. I want something else.
I feel you. I don't know, dude. I've only got 2 PM2s, and I don't know. It's just it's a knife that I really like, and I feel like K390 and a PM2 for me would be a good play. Maybe it's just because I'm not PM2'd out like you are, but
So the thing with that, Lee, is they've been running the K390 and the PM2 and the Para 3 a little soft.
these are my only 2. I've got the Maximate PM2 and the BBS M390 DLC version. So I mean that I'm not, and I think my only other PM2 was an S30V PM2 with Bento box shop scales. So I don't have a shit ton of experience with it. So maybe that's why I'm still on that train. But I get what you're saying. You can only have enough of one thing, and then you're like, yeah, I got to move on.
I'm all about that stick right there, actually.
Yeah. Well, hey, one more thing on the K390 stuff before we go to the nightstick. I don't know. You guys probably don't stalk the forums like I do. That's what I do at work. I'm sorry if any of my bosses are listening.
Yeah, I was about to ask what you meant about the running soft on that. That's what you said.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're running the Para 3 and PM2 like 62, 63-ish when they were running the police at like 66.
Yeah, dude, I was about to say that's 3 or 4 points low. That sucks ass. Why?
I mean,
Is
it
there a
still
reason?
performs well.
Who knows? Dude, how come every time a crew wear run comes out, it keeps getting softer and
Yeah.
softer?
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I heard some shit about that too. What's the story on that? Is there a reason for that?
I don't know. Kurt tested his crew wear shaman, and it was 59 and a half.
I'm legitimately gonna.
Dude, even bushcraft guys don't want crew wear that soft. Come on.
No,
I'm legitimately gonna
Advanced Knife
ask-
Pro wants a harder one.
I'm legit gonna ask Sal on the forums because he's pretty active on there. He responds to a lot of people if they're asking HRC questions. So I'm gonna see if maybe we can get a response on why they've been getting softer and softer.
Yeah, and Eric usually is pretty damn good about responding to emails.
Yes.
That might not be a bad idea. I've got his email. We probably need to hit him up and ask him about that.
So what I was saying though about the whole forum thing, I stalk the Spyderco forums quite a bit at work, and there is the Endura family coming in K390. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And I think seeing it here in the reveal is just telling us that it's pretty much coming soon.
So you think they're going to do Endura, Delica, like the whole line?
Endura, Delica, Stretch, Dragonfly, Manbug, Ladybug, all of it.
Yeah. Okay. What about the Bug?
Probably not the Bug.
I've got one of those. Kelly bought it for me, man. I love that little thing, dude. It's a cool little knife. It's a cool little knife. I love the fact that it's just a tiny ass little Spyderco. I mean, it's still got a nice little action. I mean, it's got the hole. I dig it. It's fun.
What do you guys think about the nightstick?
Fuck yeah.
I knew coming
You
from you,
would.
Alex, you'd like that.
You would, operator.
I would throw that at somebody in high velocity and spin it.
Dude,
And
Alex would do
it
a
will
night
kill.
raid on an Iranian compound with that so fucking quick.
Did you?
I would go on that compound with that between my teeth.
You damn right you would. Easing up out of the water real slow with no noise at all.
Yes.
Did you see who
When
designed
I
it?
think of Alex, I think of Rambo.
Who designed it, Tom?
Gail Bradley.
Oh, it is a Gail Bradley
It's
design.
the first Gail Bradley Spyderco that's not M4.
That's pretty cool.
Dude,
It's- yes.
Gail Bradley did not design that. Freaking Randy Couture and Arnold Schwarzenegger designed that for the next Expendables movie.
Oh, it's
Bullshit.
pretty neat.
And knowing Spyderco, it's going to be way overpriced for what it is.
I can't do that. S30V is gonna chip.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Next.
All right,
My
let's move
beer.
on. It's not that interesting.
My beer just got stolen.
All right. This is what I'm really excited for. The Para 3 Lightweight and the Manix 2 Lightweight in CPM Spy 27.
Hold on. Say that one more time. What?
CPM Spy 27. It is a brand
Spy
new
27.
exclusive steel developed by Spyderco and Crucible.
I have never heard of that.
Brand new. And
What's the makeup? What's it similar to?
it's really similar to S35VN or Super Gold 2 with some extra cobalt added.
What
So you can
do you think, Gerald?
you can run it a bit harder.
That's what she said.
I beat you to it. Gerald, what do you think, bro?
I'm definitely going to pick up a Manix in it, see how it is.
I got a Para 3
You say that's
pre-ordered.
a Manix? You say that's a Manix lightweight?
Yeah.
Tom?
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, look, it's a Para 3 lightweight.
Yep, I have
That-
that one pre-ordered already.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
From
What's the kind of off the cuff like beginning ideas on it? You think it's going to be a good steel?
it's supposed to be like a nice stainless sharpener steel that should take an excellent edge and it has the possibility of being run hard.
Meaning what? 62, 63?
Sean was saying you could probably get 64-ish out of it.
Nice.
But we're not sure what Spyderco is going to run it at. Somebody asked on the forums the other day what they were going to run it at, and Sal says they're still doing a bunch of testing on it, and they're not totally sure yet. But he's going to get back to them with a number, so I'm excited.
What's the projected release on it?
Well, it's in the reveal, so it's the next 90 days.
Oh, okay, sweet.
So there's
What do
still
you think, Gerald? You excited about that one, or
Oh, yeah. I definitely want to see how it does.
if
I
this
might
per-
can't wait to
They're
see what
that
it does.
Para 3 lightweight, actually.
if this performs well and it's as fine grained and as much of a sharpener steel as what it looks like on paper, it's going to be a really good steel.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting, man. I like the fact that they're doing a proprietary thing, kind of
Yes.
like what Chris Reeve did with the S35VN, kind of something that they design and make for their knives to complement what they like to do. And even
Yeah.
if it's not something that's that's exclusive just to them, if other people get the rights to use it too, even then it's something they came up with, and I dig that. That's something new coming from Spyderco. It's kind of contrary to what we were just talking about how they do the same bullshit all the time. I like that. I like seeing innovation from them.
So I gotta say too that the name is badass. Spy for Spyderco. 27 is the atomic
Oh,
number
for
of
sure.
cobalt.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, and
the-
even spy for like Alex, Russian spy. I
exactly,
like that too.
exactly.
That's Alex's steel, bro.
And the handles are cobalt blue.
Oh, cobalt blue for the added cobalt. Good shit, dude.
They
Nice full
nailed it.
circle. I like that. I fucking like that.
Very
I
cool.
like that.
We
I didn't
can-
even catch that. I didn't catch that tie-in. That's
Yeah.
that's cool.
They did a really
that's
good
cool.
job.
Yeah, nice pickup too. Did you notice that, or is that something you heard
It,
about?
it literally says it in the description, Lee.
Oh, okay. You fucked it up. You came up with that.
Can't give him that much
Noticed
credit.
that. I thought you were just some badass detective. I was like, damn, Tom's over there fucking kicking ass right now.
It says it somewhere in here. I don't remember where.
Nah, you should have fucking lied to me, dude. You got to know when to just take a compliment and be like, "Fuck yeah, I came up with that."
Yeah, look, every knife made with the steel will also have a distinctive cobalt blue handle color.
Gerald, you tell him what's up, dude. Would you have not been like, "Yeah, I just kind of picked up on that"? I'll tell you right now, dude. You fucking ask that same question to Bama, I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, dude, I did my research. I looked around and that's what I came up with."
Yep.
Tom's like, "Nah, I fucking read it somewhere, bro."
Oh, the other thing is this isn't a sprint. This is a full-on production run.
Thank
Oh,
God.
that's cool.
That way fucking Thomas More and PM2OG can't buy every goddamn one of them.
Well, and it's a little bit expensive too. What's the normal Para 3 lightweight go for? About $100, a little less.
Yeah.
More than that, isn't it?
No, it was like $91, and now it's up to like $99, I think.
I could see that one doing 120,
This is $144.
144. That's still not out of the realm of what's okay, but it's getting there.
I don't think it's crazy considering it's like an exclusive steel that they've developed with Crucible, and they have to buy it all, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
Well, the
'Cause they-
PM,
they having them-
PM2 and S30 is fucking $130 anyways,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
you imagine the money that went into the development of that steel and
Yeah.
producing that proprietary steel. I can see that because there's some cost associated with that. They can't.
Nah,
get
but
them
that's
all.
their problem.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see it on more than just the Para 3 and Manix 2.
Oh yeah.
I would hope so. I would hope that would be their new deal, man. They put it on every knife they offer. That's their proprietary steel. Put it on everything you got.
Yes, that's a like conspiracy theory right now is that they're gonna phase out S30V and make this their standard.
Yeah, I was thinking
I'm
the
cool-
same
I'm cool
thing.
with that. Yeah, I'm cool with that, man. I'm totally cool with that. If it performs, if Gerald puts his stamp of approval on it, then I'm down with it.
I want to see this stuff at 62 plus. If they run it super soft, it's gonna be garbage.
Oh, for sure. It's going to be that fucking 3V on the bailout bullshit. Fucking 43 HRC.
But I mean, knowing Spyderco, they tend to do a pretty decent job with their heat treats, so we'll see.
I agree. I love Spyderco's S30V, though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, they
I'm
do
not
it
saying
well.
I like to see it phased out. The only reason I'd like to see it phased out is if this Spy is good. You say Spy 37? Is that what it's called?
27.
27, yeah. But I'm a fan of Spyderco's S30V. I think Benchmade does a better job on S30V, but I like Spyderco's S30V.
Yeah, me too. We can skip over the stupid bird harrier too.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Before you fucking skip that, I've got an old school fucking bird right here that I got from a coworker, and I'm dressing it up, and I'm going to sand it down and make it all pretty for him. It belonged to his father that passed away.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, dude, he's a very cool guy. He works with me. He's actually one of my helpers, and he's super nice guy. And this knife belonged to his dad, that was like a Harley Davidson motorcycle club guy. Yeah, full, old school bird. I dig it. And so it's got the pinned, construction. You can't even disassemble this fucking thing.
That's cool, though.
Yeah. I'm going to try to fix it up for him. So, yeah, on the bird train, that's what I got to offer. I dig it.
Yeah.
8CR13 MOV, old school. I like it.
All right, the bombshell.
The bombshell.
What do you guys think of that?
I think it's ugly.
And it's tiny.
It's a fat bastard.
It's a chode.
There's a
Dude,
little bit knife.
it's shorter than a Delica open. Come on.
Yep,
Holy shit. Is Steve here? Did I just hear the word chode?
I said it. Sorry.
He fucking rubbed off
I
on
think
you.
it's gonna. I think it will appeal to some people, but not me.
Yeah, but did you read
Yeah,
about
like
the
the-
flash batch thing?
No.
It's like another name for a sprint run.
So
Oh.
it's a sprint run of a design that's never been done before.
Yeah.
What?
So like,
And they might offer it again in the future in a different handle material and a different blade steel.
yep,
How the fuck is it a sprint run?
it's a flashback.
Well,
so it's a design they've never produced before, but it's a limited
And
quantity.
each individual knife will be numbered.
Yep.
Well, I won't be holding
Okay,
my breath for that.
I feel like you should do that on a knife that's more desirable or something that people have handled and makes it, special. I don't know. I don't think that's something you should do a fucking flash run on. Well, whatever.
Yeah, it's cool. Like I like the design of it, but it just isn't for me.
What's the overall on it?
Let's see here. Does it not say?
20 CV.
Well, it's got a
Oh, here it
2.9 something inch blade and a 4-inch handle, so
6.99.
I'm thinking 7 inches maybe.
6.99.
Little fucker. That's a little fucker. Did you just say it was 20 CV, Alex?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CV.
Oh shit.
The price on this was like $280 something.
Here's a question: if they're going to do a fucking flash run of something and they just came out with a proprietary steel, why not do it in that?
True.
I mean, come on,
That's
fuck.
true. All right, we got a PM2 and a Para 3 and S45 VN.
Hey,
I know nothing about S45.
I bet Gerald's got something to say.
You asked about it the other day, Alex. We talked about it.
I did, but I'll let you guys take the lead on that one.
Go ahead, G.
Gerald's
I am
metallurgist,
not
brother.
excited enough about it to get either one of these.
I am. I'm just curious. I'm gonna pre-order one.
What is it
I think I
supposed to
saw-
perform like?
I think I saw some stuff on Knife Steel Nerds about that, about the S45, and I was hearing that it's different, but not different enough to warrant some kind of a fucking riot to go try to grab it.
It's like it's supposed to be S35 VN, a little bit more fine grained, so it's easier to sharpen, but more wear
That's
resistance.
what I heard.
It's supposed to like
That's
fall
literally what I heard.
between
Just the
S35
grain
VN
structure.
and S30V as far as wear resistance goes. It's supposed to be more stainless. Believe it or not, that's the only steel I've ever gotten to rust is S35 VN.
No shit.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear that same thing on Knife Steel Nerds? Because that's basically the exact same thing I heard.
Yeah, I've read their article. I've read a whole bunch of shit, and I don't know. It seems
That's the only-
interesting.
That's the only one I saw, so I guess it's probably not fair for me to put that data point out there since that's the only thing I've read. But still.
Laren knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, I
He
agree.
does.
That's the only reason I quote his stuff. Is usually if I don't have at least 2 to 3 data points, I really won't say it. But when it comes to Larry and I still heard that, I feel like it's pretty fair to repeat what they say because I trust what they say.
Yeah.
And then there's a new diamond pattern
Yes.
milling on the G10.
Yes, that is super cool.
That is cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
I can't wait to
Diamond
see
Art
it.
G10.
Whoops. Didn't mean to do that.
Yes, you did. You Rex 45 nut.
No.
You're
Listen,
gonna have to.
I don't like Rex 45.
I didn't know if you did or not.
I
just said
made
it,
a
but I
video
did.
on it.
What's
Yeah.
your complaint with it?
We'll get to that. Yeah,
All right,
this
I
is
like
one.
it.
When it becomes available, though, I think I'm going to pre-order it.
Stay tuned, Murky and Paul.
Listen.
I've got a bomb to drop.
Dude, I was so I'm not gonna buy many knives at all. There's just not much out that interests me, and then Spyderco does this shit. They dropped the Spy 27. I'm like pre-ordered. I see this Para 3 and S45 VN just for testing purposes. I'm gonna pre-order it. Now we got the entire American family in Rex 45.
Well, they've got to do something to draw interest when they keep doing the price raises, man. Like,
True.
realistically, if they keep doing that, they know there's going to be negative feedback associated with that. So they got to do some things to draw interest. And from what it sounds like, from your point of
Dang,
view, it works.
a little native in Rex. That's pretty cool.
So,
Hell yeah.
did you guys know that Rex 45 is a Spyderco exclusive as well?
I did
I
not.
did
know.
not.
They're the only company that can get it.
I bet G did.
I was really
Gee, did you
surprised.
know that?
Gerald?
No, I did not know that.
See,
Yeah.
there's another missed opportunity. Tom freaking missed You could have been like, yes, I'm the only guy that knew that. I got to get you guys up on how to look cool, man.
Listen, bro.
Like-
I'm dropping bombs of knowledge on y'all.
Hey, look, hold on. If you want cool, I have Vancron and S390 that I'm testing right now.
You
It
damn
doesn't
right you
get any
do.
cooler than that.
Dude, I can't wait to see the full video that comes out on that. That Instagram post was, and I will tell you this, that was the most intriguing and got me more interested in that Instagram post than anything I've seen on Instagram in a year. Like, I saw that and I was like, oh yeah.
Listen, G, you might have to send those 2 knives my way after you're done.
They're supposed to make rounds to a bunch of people. I'm not sure who, but
I don't care what
Yeah,
Roman
probably
says.
in the fucking pass around group that I'm not a part of, you bunch of dicks.
Yeah, how
That's
I-
the
Well,
first
shut up,
time
Alex.
I,
Shut up, Alex. Shut up, Alex. I already know what you're gonna say. Shut up. You take your fucking Benchmade hat and leave me alone.
How'd I get left out of the pass-around group to test shit?
You can have my spot. Nothing will ever make it past me. I'll fucking keep everything.
I feel bad if I keep a knife for a week, so it won't be with me for too long.
That's the problem. I don't. I don't think about it enough. And when guys send me shit, there's usually not an attached, hey, I need this back by November 3rd. So I just kind of put them to the side and get to them when I can. And Steve has the same fucking problem. I was talking to a guy the other day where him and Steve, they've had this shit going back and forth for like 6 months. He's been trying to get his TRM Atom back. Mm-hmm. And I had to kind of like get in the mix and be like, hey, Steve, when are you going to send this guy's knife back? And as soon as I sent the text, I was like, damn, I probably need to be giving that advice to myself. I've had stuff for way too long, man. I don't mean to, though. Shut up, Alex.
Do you guys plan on picking up any of the Rex 45 Sprints here?
I do.
I actually think
I want the lightweight Mannix.
I think that freaking that Native Chief, the first time I've seen it come out, and that's pretty rad.
Yeah.
Yep, I like that Chief.
I'm not gonna buy it, but I think it's really cool. I know people are gonna love that Shaman too.
I think I'll pick one up. Do you guys know who Travis Vanway with the Knife Joker is?
Yep.
Yeah, so Travis is a big fan of the Native Chief, and Scott Valentine, a friend of mine, absolutely loves it, man. He carries it almost every day and absolutely loves that knife, and he completely sold me on it talking about it. And I think the Rex 45 and that Native Chief, I think that'll be a good pairing. I think I'll probably grab one.
I'm stuck between a Native lightweight and a Mannix G10.
Actually, I like that little Native, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And a fancy steel. I mean, if you like small knives, that's kind of a cool.
After what the little Native did to my hand, I don't think I'll ever get another one. Me and that knife are we're at odds right now.
Do you finally want to hear my beef with Rex 45?
I do.
So Rex 45 and M4 are very, very similar as far as composition goes.
True.
I forget what element Rex 45 has more of. Is it cobalt?
Gerald?
I don't remember.
I don't remember
Another
either.
missed opportunity.
I remember it's just more stainless, if I remember right.
It is not. I don't think. Let's see here. I'm actually gonna bring it up. So
I keep throwing up volleyballs for Jared to knock out, and he just keeps dropping them. Gerald, you could have bullshitted us. You could have been like, actually, it's got 3% more chromium.
Jesus.
They actually add just a touch of Betty Crocker's syrup. You know, anything. I will tell you this: when I'm looking for advice on a knife or on a knife steel, there's only one place I go, and that's Outpost 76 YouTube channel. Like, no bullshit.
I'm highly offended.
Every time I want to know about a steel, that's where I go.
I'm highly offended.
What am I missing that I need to add to my to my videos and my spreadsheet?
Oh man, shit, I don't know, dude. More confidence about the shit you don't know, like Steve does. Just make shit up.
7CR.
7CR, Alex's knife steel of choice.
Yes.
You damn right. You and the Russians collaborated on that one, didn't you?
I got some more great Russian knives coming too.
I know you do. I can't wait to freaking see them, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, no bullshit, man. Like, you and then Tom, don't be offended. I do watch your stuff too.
No, you don't.
But,
you don't gotta lie.
No, I seriously do. Go check your analytics. See if you can find me on there somewhere.
You can't see who the hell individually watches your videos.
Oh, you can't?
No.
I didn't know you couldn't. You know why? Because I don't watch my fucking analytics.
Well, how many subs do you have right now?
Fucking 6, I think.
No, for real.
No, I don't know. I like 5, 10 maybe.
Jesus Christ, Lee.
Something like that. I know, dude. I'm slacking. I haven't posted shit in
Hold
so long. But anyway, no, but for real, I watch Outpost 76 and then Pete, Said Nada. Those are the two that have the most wide variety of steels. So if you're looking for a knife purchase and it's got a steel that you're not familiar with, you can pretty much find it on Gerald's channel.
Yep.
I mean, if you can find it on Sednata. And if you can't find it there, you can find it on Tom. And then if you really want to learn about awesome knives that you can't fucking afford to buy, you can go check out Alex.
For some reason, this won't load up onto my thing. I think Rex. Yeah, right. I think Rex has more cobalt, which lets it get harder.
That's what she said.
Yep, there it is.
Ah,
I knew it.
You beat me to it, man. You beat me to it, Alex. You got me, man.
So,
do you remember the fucking thing that was going around? I think Steve started it, that Alex lived in a van. Do you remember that from last year?
yes.
No,
because of all the badass.
That was Max. That was Max.
Oh, dude, that was so good, man. I remember, Alex, the first time I talked to you on Instagram Messenger, I asked you, I was like, so do you, like, honestly live in a van? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was like, what's
yet on the live Twitch, I'm clearly in a room.
yeah. Well, no, you bullshitted me. The first time you bullshitted me and you were like, oh, yeah, it's my buddy's house. I rent a room.
I live by the river in a van.
Yeah, you were bullshitting me. I was literally concerned about what is it like to raise kids in a van. I was like, what?
Jeez.
Jesus.
Little did I know you make the salary of 7 normal men. So
I do not.
That makes up for it.
I do not make that much money.
All right, real quick.
Sure you don't.
So because Rex gets harder, it should be able to have more edge retention, correct?
You would normally think so, but I think you just squashed that with the 59 to 62 thing we were talking about a minute ago.
So they run it hard. So like the milli I tested was like 66 or something, but it performed almost identical to M4. At 63.
Rex 45.
Yeah. So.
Which is still good, by the way.
Oh, it's still great. That's awesome. But the guys that are paying $300+ for a milli on the secondary market, just go buy a Super Freaking M4 and get the same performance.
I bought mine on the secondary market for $215.
Well, you got a good deal.
Were they both Spyderco steels, the M4 and Rex 45 you were comparing?
No, the Spyderco the M4 was actually Benchmade, but.
Oh, okay. Did they use different heat treaters, or do they heat treat in-house? I don't know.
Well,
I think Benchmade makes good M4.
Yeah, they do. It's very good.
I agree.
The thing with Rex, though, is to be able to get the extra performance out of it, you got to go thinner. And you're not going to get that out of a production, a production knife.
I feel like that's really good info to put out there, man, because a lot of people look at the HRC scale and they think that that's the determining factor on performance, and it really looks like from manufacturer to manufacturer, it really varies highly. You can have two knives from different manufacturers at 62 HRC that can perform completely different. So if you're comparing Rex 45 from Spyderco and M4 from Benchmade, that's not really apples to apples because we don't know how the heat treat protocol compares.
I did Spyderco M4 and Rex 45.
That's what I'm looking for.
I'm going to say that there's a lot of factors that people leave out, like edge geometry.
Oh, for sure.
The angle. I mean, lots of stuff. The blade thickness, the height of the grind. Is it flat grind, hollow grind? All that stuff makes a difference.
Yeah, I agree, but I think if we're talking about two full flat grind knives, let's just say, for instance, we had two full flat grind knives. They were both treated by Peter's Heat Treat, and one was 60 and one was 64. Then we would be comparing apples to apples. But if we've got two different manufacturers, two different blade shapes, two different geometries, two different sharpening edge angles, and two different heat treats, I think we're kind of, I don't know. What did you compare, Tom, in your testing? What was the M4 and what was the
M4 was a,
you said it was a milli, yeah?
Yeah, it was a milli, and the M4 was a custom shop Griptilian. So technically, the Griptilian,
and it was full flat grind, right?
Yeah, the Griptilian was actually thicker behind the edge than what the Rex 45 was. The Rex 45 did a little bit better. Like,
what was it like? Rex 45 was about what that milli was, what, 20, 22?
Like 22
behind the edge?
And the
what was it, like 26?
Like 25, 26 on the
Griptilian. Yeah, I was thinking.
But at the
So,
same
yeah, I
at the
mean,
same
well,
time,
I
like
don't
it only did like maybe 10-15% better, which really isn't a shitload when you start talking about 300-400 feet.
10-15% better, meaning the M4 did 10 to 15
No,
percent better than
Rex did a
the.
little bit better because it's harder. I mean, it makes sense that it's harder. It's going to do a little bit better, but it's not blowing M4 out of the water like it should.
Right, but if they're both full flat grind and the M4 was thicker behind the edge, I mean that percentage then goes up a little bit because you got to account for that BTE.
Well, Gerald and I have talked about this. Is that BTE doesn't seem to matter too much
Yeah, really.
as far as edge retention goes.
Well,
You guys do testing. I don't. So you would know better than me.
and as you cut one piece of cardboard isn't a binding material when you cut it. Not what we cut for edge retention.
Correct.
Right.
So that's why if you have something that's like 10 thousandths behind the edge and something that's 20 thousandths behind the edge, yeah, one passes through it a little bit easier. You can feel it's a little bit easier, but because there's nothing there to bind on the blade, all you're actually testing on cardboard is the apex.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is, even though you can physically feel a difference, it's not having there's not a measurable difference in the longevity of the edge.
Correct.
It's just a perceived difference.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Because I was going to say that TRM Neutron sitting here, that thing is godlike when it comes to cutting through things, but I don't feel like that the edge retention would be that far superior to anything else I own.
It's like
I think
reground.
that's spot on. Even though it glides through better, doesn't really necessarily mean anything when it comes to the actual apex that's making contact.
It's like my reground Super Freak. Like it still glides through cardboard even after it's dulled just because of the geometry, but that doesn't mean that the apex isn't shot.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next
honestly,
page.
Dude, doesn't that mean everything though? The perceived sharpness of a blade, isn't that everything? That's what we're taking in.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, when we're testing things, we're just testing the integrity of the apex. So when you go to cut paper, that's going to tell you the integrity of the apex. It's not telling you that, hey, this knife is thin, so it cuts better through this paper. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I guess I would rather have a knife that is thin behind the edge and has a thin blade geometry and has a perceived better edge retention than one that actually does have better edge retention. You know what I'm saying? Like the intake that I'm experiencing as the holder is what I care about.
Yep. I'm with you 100%.
So I guess blade geometry does matter a lot.
Yep, it does.
Yeah.
We got a Murray Carter collaboration with More Kitchen Knives.
This is not a fucking Chef's Knives podcast. Let's move on.
Where's Steve?
I thought it was. Yeah, wait a minute. Can I call Steve real quick?
We can ring up Steve. I'm sure he's not going to answer, but...
oh, no, he will. I just texted
him. Next page.
So, hang on, real quick.
I lied to him. He asked me if I was on here as a guest star or permanent. I said, I took your spot. They didn't like your negativity, you fucker.
Real quick. So the other Murray Carter stuff had like a nice burl handle and it was super blue. This is G10 handles and they're BD1 ends, so they're trying to make them more affordable, it looks like.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
That's really interesting. Let's move on.
Alex is like, I'm not a chef. I don't give a shit.
So the last thing here, we got the bag. They've had the bag out for a while. I want this little native shot glass. That's badass.
That's cool. Shit, is that a blade through
it
there?
Is.
That's way too big of a shot for you, Tom.
It is embedded with a genuine LC200N blade from a little native.
Dude, I fucking love that, and I want one.
That's pretty badass.
That is super cool, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, is that blade actually heat treated? Could we like bust that thing out of there and use it?
That's what I'm wondering.
I'm really assuming that it's probably a factory second blade.
Dude, that'd be so disappointing if it was just like a little piece of shitty stainless steel that was cut like that and stamped LC200 in.
LC200.
That'd be so disappointing.
So badass. That's it.
You did say it was the LC200N, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so cool, man. My hopes and dreams tell me that it's got to be a legit blade.
Oh, it has to be. Hang on. I want to see if they have it.
I want to know how much it is.
I gotta see if they have it out yet. Because it said it was
Or,
available on
or
the
you
website.
can be a real man and just drink it out of the bottle like I do.
You damn right. He bubbles a quarter bottle of scotch with every sip. 'Cause he's a fucking operator.
$50.
$50. That better be an LC200 legit little native blade.
I know. Lately, I've been grabbing the bottle of scotch and just filling up my mouth and swashing it. My wife's like,
Damn right.
Jesus.
You know what I've been using,
Because
Alex?
you're a damn operator, bro.
You know what I've been
You're
using,
freaking
Alex?
the most interesting man.
What?
Holy
Plastic cup?
shit.
That's what I've been using.
That's what
You're wearing a
teenagers
freaking
use, man.
Benchmade
Listen,
hat, too.
they're cheap. I don't have to wash it out.
That's what teenagers use. I know.
Yep. That's what people with
Yeah.
tiny hands use.
Teenage girls use that.
That's it.
Yes.
You're wearing a Benchmade hat, too.
I am. I wear it for work.
You and Alex.
We're
are
a Premium Plus
twinking.
dealer, so I gotta kind of rep the Benchmade.
I like
You're
Benchmade.
not at work.
But I mean, I just came from work, so
Unacceptable.
listen. I had to Google Hangouts call Lee while I was at work just to make sure his connection was good.
Yeah, no shit, because my service is so shitty here at home.
I'm sitting in the back.
I like Benchmades, and I like this hat. It's got the American flag on it.
So does Tom's.
It
Yeah.
does somewhere.
Spin to the right, Tom.
Yeah.
Spin to the right. There
Yeah.
you go.
I like my tactical flag better though.
This hat was just discontinued from them, so I'm debating on picking up like 3 more. It's so
Yeah.
nice flex fit hat.
It
You need it
takes
for your big head.
it takes a certain type of dude to wear a hat, though, man. I'm not a hat guy.
I am at work.
I wear a hat occasionally. I've got a Grimsmo hat that I love, but Kelly says I look like a dipshit in it, so can't wear it much. Like I love my wife and she loves me, and like you know how you are when you're married. If any of you guys are married, literally every fucking piece of clothing you put on your body is verified by your wife.
Yeah, you
If
gotta
she tells
ask.
you she likes, dude, if your wife says she likes a certain shirt, you will wear that son of a bitch in the shower. Like it's just the way it works if you love your wife. And so when she says my hat looks like shit, I just try not to wear it. Literally, if she's like, "Oh, those jeans look good on you," I will wear them to fucking bed. Like that's just the way it works.
I don't know, man. Some people can pull off the hat look. Some people can pull off the backwards hat thing.
Yeah. Well, that's the only way I generally wear a hat. If I'm working in the yard or riding my 4-wheeler with the kids or something, I'll wear a backwards hat. But I get shit for it.
I know.
Speaking of clothing, big shout out to the Warrior Poets.
Yeah, Warrior Poet Society, dude. Yeah.
Yes, John
I
Lovell.
like that guy.
He's
Dude, I love
badass.
that guy, man.
You'll
Cool
see.
dude.
You'll see in my 940 test blade video coming up sometime this week that I'm repping a Tom Hosting Outdoors shirt. So rep the merch.
Hell yeah,
Rep
bro.
the
I need to
merch.
get one of those.
We got that. We got Sharp Talk.
Dude. Well, fucking Mark, if I would have sent his fucking knives back within, before 2016, he was going to buy me a Sharp Talk hoodie, but I'm sure I fucked myself out of that.
Jesus.
Hang on, Tom. Let me show you this hat that my
Okay.
wife absolutely loves. This is my hat that I got from, can't remember who I got this hat from, but it was at Blade.
That's
that I
badass.
grabbed this, yeah.
That's a cool hat.
I'm going to wear it for the rest of this podcast.
See,
but
yeah.
She ain't
See,
in here.
that looks fine.
She's not in here, bro.
I mean, I'm
I
not
can do this
I'm not a
shit.
woman though, so
Yeah, that's true. Am I attractive to you,
That's a
Tom?
matter of opinion.
I might have hands the same size as a woman, but I'm not a woman.
Tom, am I attractive to you?
No homo. Pretty good looking.
Thanks, bro. I only got good looking when I got fat. I used to be skinny and had like a slim face. I got fatter, and my mom's like, "You look much better like that." I'm like, "Fuck, I'm unhealthy now."
Oh shit. Oh,
See, I
man.
just can't. I don't know, bro. I can't do the forward hat thing. I got to do the "I'm fucking 16 again" hat.
Dude, I'd wear the hat backwards at work if I didn't think I looked like a douchebag.
No, dude, you can pull off a hat backwards, flip your fucking wild ass crazy bangs through it. You'd be good to go.
Not at work.
Gerald could fucking wear his bangs through his hat. We'd be a team.
True.
If Gerald wore his hat backward, he looked like Jay and Silent Bob. You know.
Paul says Lee looks like the worst undercover cop with the hat.
Damn, bro, I was trying to pull this shit off, man. The worst undercover cop.
All you need is like Steve's glasses from the HRC police stuff.
Oh, dude, those would be so cool. Kelly's got some badass Costas and some badass Ray-Bans.
Hey,
Shit,
man.
the new Wayfarers.
Costas are nice.
Dude, yeah, hell yeah. Look, I think in this drawer right here, I've probably got 25 fucking pair of Costas, bro.
I got a pair of Costas. I got 2 pairs of Oakleys, and guess what I spent on all 3 of them?
Nothing.
A total of $50.
No, nothing, because you work at a fucking sporting goods store and you steal them like everyone else that works at a sporting goods store.
A total of $50.
You know,
I
found the best glasses I've ever found, and I've bought nothing but that since, is Gators.
Really?
That's
Foster Grant, right?
Gators. Gators are so awesome, man.
I don't think I know what Gators are, bro.
Paul says, and I quote, "Hello, fellow narcotic users," about you in the fucking hat.
Dude,
Jesus.
I used to have a friend that worked at there's a local store called Woods and Water that's like a sporting goods store that carries a bunch of cool shit. And I had a friend of mine that worked there in the archery department, and he used to literally steal everything. Like, he would take the garbage out, like the cardboard boxes out of the dumpster, and he would fill it up with like gulp lures and all kinds
Oh
of
my
shit.
God.
And then take it out back and throw it by the dumpster and go pick it up when the store closed. He was such a dick.
Holy shit.
But I'll tell you this, he had the
Tom's like
shit
revelation.
anyone.
No, dude,
what?
we had somebody who stole some stuff from us, and they don't work for us anymore, so.
This dude never got caught, man.
That's
He was there
crazy.
for like 7 years. He was like there for like 7 years, and he would do inventory, and then he'd go to the manager and be like, "Bro, we're missing a shit ton of these binoculars."
What?
Yeah, dude. And he totally got away with it for years. He was such a chode.
Oh my God.
Yep, never got in trouble for it. What a fucker. If that would have been me, I would have got caught day one.
Yep.
One ribbit frog stolen. One fucking ribbit frog.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, boys, we have pretty much exhausted all of our knife content for today.
No, we didn't, because Alex didn't comment on the MKM knives.
I did. It's it's a fox knife.
Well, I know you just said that, but what do you think about them?
Actually, there's a few models I've seen. I'm like I think they're attractive. You know,
They're reasonably priced. I think the one that I was looking at was the carbon fiber that had that. It's like a titanium line right up the center of the handle. One of them actually had a Damasteel inlay, and I was looking at. I think they were like maybe $200 to $300, something like that.
yeah, they're not bad at all. I would buy
consider
I would buy an Italian-made knife over a Chinese knife any day.
Yeah, I don't have any experience with them, man. I feel like after G had some things to say about it, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the only way you're going to find out is if you experience it for yourself.
Yeah, that's 100% true, man. And with that brand, you don't find as much content online as you do with some other brands. I couldn't find very many videos on them.
Yeah.
But with the potential connection to line steel, was that what I heard you?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what. You ask Steve how that MKM that he had did.
Yeah, he had one.
Yeah, he'll tell you.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know he had one. I'll have to hit him up. That's disappointing. They're aesthetically nice, but that goes back to what I was saying, man. I'm a sharpening guy. I sharpen almost every damn knife I have right after I use, every day. So I mean, I don't think it would matter as much to me as it does other people. The aesthetics is more the thing for me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, boys. This was a long episode.
Yeah.
How many hours?
About 2.5.
How long was it? 2.5 hours I've been sitting in this chair? I don't even have to pee yet.
I know, right?
It's actually almost 2 hours and almost 3 hours, Tom.
I drank half a solo cup of whiskey during this entire podcast.
Let me see if I can spin this around here. I drank a fucking Red Bull and 4 beers. Yeah.
I polished off my bottle of scotch. I'm done.
I'm done.
Well, Kelly came in here and stole my fucking beers. She came in here and I had a 6-pack sitting by me and she took the last 2, like quietly. I didn't even know she took them. They were right by my shoulder. Like, I don't even know how she did it. It was fucking magical. I don't know how that happened.
All right, boys. In 2 weeks, we'll have SHOT Show knives to discuss.
Sounds exciting.
I'm excited.
Hey, try not to wait fucking 7 months before you have me back. How about that?
Yeah, we'll get you back. We had a list of semi-permanent hosts.
Yeah.
You were one of them, so we're gonna be rotating you in.
Cool, man. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. I'm
You're-
very happy to come on.
I didn't vote on that.
You're on the Sharp
I
Talk
know
bench.
you didn't. I know you didn't, you asshole.
You're on the Sharp Talk bench for the starters.
Dude, Alex is like the most condescending motherfucker that I love in my life.
Did you forget about Steve?
We're on an Instagram group together and like this messaging group, and Alex chimes in after like 9 days of nothing fucking being said by Alex Knifebox. He chimes in and goes, "Why don't you send Acuminus's knives back?" I'm like, fucking what?
No, that's not what happened. That's bullshit. That's it. No. Okay, so first of all, Acuminus Edge said, "Hey, can you hit up Bama to find out when he's gonna send me my knives?" I said, "Okay, no problem." So then I send you a message, and then when we were in the group chat, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna send." Bama's like, "Oh yeah, send that knife my way for testing or whatever, or something like that." And I'm like, "Don't send it to him. You won't get it back for a year." I love being a dick sometimes.
Dude, I love it, man. I don't know if you read the message that I wrote after that. I said, Alex's bullshit is most welcome in my life. I love it.
Well, I mean, it's well deserved, but I love you too, buddy.
For sure. Not denying that at all. Like, for sure.
I told you I was going to roast you this episode.
Dude, there is no part of me that feels like the amount of time I had his knives is acceptable. First of all, he did not even send me that fucking knife. He bought that knife and had it sent to me to avoid taxes, and then I kept it for 4 months. That's bullshit, and I agree.
I remember when he did that. He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to think of something clever right now. I'm not paying fucking taxes."
Yeah, dude.
Like,
he sends it to me, not for me to check out, but to send it to me so I could send it to him. And then, like, there was a little small area where he was like, "Why don't you keep it for a few days and put it with the other one and shoot a video?" Well, then 3 fucking months later, I shoot the video. So that's what started all this shit. I was so slow. I feel bad about it, and I'll probably send him a little gift in the package. Or maybe not.
All right, boys.
Tom,
I will see.
can you send me your Tom? Can you send me your Super Freaking M4? I'll get it right back to you.
Don't send it to him. It'll take a year.
Shut up, Tom. I mean, shut up, Alex.
Once you get Mark his knives back, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Look, I'm still not as bad as Steve.
That-
no matter what, I could keep it till 2021, and I still wouldn't be as bad as Steve.
Yeah, nobody's as bad as Steve.
Boys, thank y'all for having me on, man. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. We will have you back sometime soon.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Steve would laugh and tell me, he's like, "I had this knife for 6 months, blah, blah, blah." But
he'd be like, "I don't know why they fucking send me stuff."
I think they end up just getting lost in like the black hole,
Yeah. Well, my thing, I swear to God, like no bullshit, is trying to have $100 extra to ship all that shit back to him. Like that's literally the reason.
That is. Paul asked what happened to the Christmas knife exchange. Do we have any updates on that?
Yeah, I want to know too.
Is yours done, Alex?
It's sharpened.
No.
It's sharpened.
No.
Mine's done.
It's got a mirror edge, man.
I know.
That's a great knife.
I know Steve's is done.
Steve's was probably done day one.
Why don't you and Steve do an exchange? Me and Gerald will watch you guys.
Okay.
What'd y'all do? Rat twos?
Yeah, we're at 2s.
That's what I thought. I think Steve probably bought one and literally just fucking drilled a hole in it, and he's gonna send it
He
somewhere.
probably did.
Or took a shit on it.
I fucked mine up a little bit on purpose.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
Did you drag it behind your truck in the fucking
Oh,
on
I
the way to
should've.
work or something?
I should
I
have.
was gonna drive to Brian at Transparent Knives and go have fun with him on it, but
I should have ran it over.
yeah.
But then it probably would have punctured my tire and I would have been fucked.
Probably.
I live like I said, I live like a 30-minute drive away from Brian, so
Damn, dude.
You had
he
no
keeps
excuse.
telling me, he's like, "Come by the shop," I'm like, "Yeah, I'll get around to it." I should have
know what
gone
you
today
do?
because the shooting range is like literally like 15 minutes away from him, but
Well, you know what you should do, man, is when you get your damn Pilar back from him, you should do a little collab video with him.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And actually, when you take ownership of it, like when you actually take possession of it, do it from his shop and let him talk about what he did to it. And you guys do a collab video. That'd be cool.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For
yeah.
sure.
That would be cool, man. I think
Do a
that'd be a
little
good idea.
video tour video.
Yeah, man, that'd be cool. Some behind the scenes shit, show him grinding some shit. I dig it.
Yep, that'd be dope. All right, boys. Well, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks, and I can't wait to discuss all the SHOT Show releases. That's gonna be a good episode.
All
Yeah,
right.
man. I'll be watching.
Thank you guys for listening in on Twitch, and thank you guys for listening if you guys are watching or listening on any of the platforms afterwards and watching on YouTube.